Fire it up, fire it up.
Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap, put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops, I get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Yo.
Yo.
You got it right. Welcome to the Week 10 Playmaker Watch Party. Divisional matchup in the AFC North, the Bengals, Ravens. Let's go. What's happening, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's going on, bro? How you doing today, man?
Yeah, allegedly a little angry about my Week 9 happenings. And I've been lying all week saying I'm over it. This is how I get over it. Let's get over it with some W's. Yeah.
100%, man. We got a meal in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's happening?
Albert in the motherfucking building. What's up, big bro? We got King D in the building. What's up, big bro? We got Chinte in the building. What's up, big bro? We got Derek in the building. What's happening, big bro? Oh, my mama, man. Shout out to King D. King D, he got at me in the Instagram. So we got you down for the giveaway, King D. He also said he sent you some shit too, Bogey.
Okay, cool. I was about to say I haven't looked at my Instagram since last week. So you know what I mean? Okay, I'm definitely we're gonna mark him down.
I screenshotted this shit. Oh my mama. So we locked in. So we locked in with Big King with King D. Excuse me, pause. Oh my mama.
Yeah, you already know.
100%, bro. What's up, Philip?
Philip.
Be in the building, man. 100%.
Let's fucking go. I got the yard line right now. Where you guys at in the game? I'm behind y'all for sure.
I'm gonna get the live up right now on my phone. I just switched over to my computer now at my home, so y'all can see I'm working on a painting back there.
Yeah.
And
It's bad.
And now I'm off the phone and I can watch the game on my phone because my daughter likes to take over my entire living room. I can usually watch the TV out there. But not bedtime yet, so she's watching, I don't know, some sort of toddler cartoon.
Hey there.
It's like a graduated version of Coco Melon or whatever.
My mama, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to the whole motherfucking GWN panel, man. You know what I mean? This shit, everyday type shit, man. Y'all know what it is. The chat fired up, man. We got a great ass community, man, that stay rocking with us, man. This shit is getting bigger and bigger day by day. Pause, 100%.
Yep.
And you are rocking with the Gen Wealth. All right, so I got the game pulled up. It is 0-0, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. 3rd and goal. Bengals are knocking at the door. About to push that shit in. Pause.
11 play drive, and they took off several minutes. I don't like that for my shootout.
Joe Burrow has 61 yards passing. He rolls out to the right. He's feeling the pressure. It looks like he's just going to throw this one out of the back of the end zone. Should bring out the field goal unit.
Or at least we're putting him on the board.
Sleeper was bugging. It was like, you have Romeo Dobbs in a lineup and blah, 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 and he's not starting. So I went over, like, I was in the middle of taking a shower. I literally had to grab my phone, like, go through it, right? And then, yeah, and then so I was like, I couldn't find the league where he was supposedly in my starting lineup. All this junk.
Emil, you still love me, right? You still love me that Trump won? On Monday night show, Emil was like, JD, we love you still.
Yo, I'm telling everybody, like, I don't care. It don't matter. In 3.5 years, I'm still going to be disappointed when it comes time for the next election.
Right.
Yeah, I actually had to tell myself.
Oh, 4th and goal. They're going for it. Joe Burrow scrambling for his life, nearly sacked, throws it in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. I couldn't tell who that was. It might have been Chase Brown.
It's a flag on the play, too.
Ooh.
There are a couple of flags. There's some dirty laundry on the field, gentlemen.
He might be holding because he scrambled.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. He evaded 2 would-be tacklers and split the sack. Pause and then set that over. Let's see. Who's the penalty on? Oh. He said 1st down, but I can't tell because it was a 4th down play, right?
He looks like Macaulay Culkin, like if he grew up.
Oh, okay. I think it was a pick play on Jamar Chase is what they're calling, some sort of like he was blocking.
Oh, come on. It's a rub route.
Exactly.
Hey,
I was the best at those. I never got called for any of those rub routes. What I would do is I'd run right at the defender. Oh, no, they called it on the defense, bro.
All right.
Yeah. 1st and goal, rushing touchdown, Chase Brown.
Let's go.
I'll take it.
Hey, I got a question for you, Emil. Hey, where's Thunder Bay, Ontario at? Because me, Bogey, and Slim did a story on Ryan Wedding. He's out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, and Olympic ski boarder that just got caught up. Well, they ain't caught his ass yet, but
I saw that come through on my YouTube. Y'all push that through.
Yeah, let us know, Emil, if you know where Thunder Bay, Ontario is, big bro. On my mind, I just
Thunder
wondered.
Bay.
And I was just uploading it, and you came to my mind about the Ontario. I'm like, man, I should have asked Emil about this
Ontario, Canada?
Yep.
But Thunder Bay.
I was like, not Ontario, California.
Confused you, right?
Yeah, because I've flown into Ontario and then like driven a short distance to where did I go that summer? Universal Studios or something? I don't remember.
Is that the
Yeah,
same
that motherfucking out there ain't too far.
When you went up to Fresno too? Is that the same?
No, this was a long time ago. I went with my grandma, rest in peace. She took me when I was like in junior high. She's like, we're gonna just go and visit Universal Studios, go visit your cousins and do all that stuff. So I went in, I got to like hang out with all my younger cousins who are a few years younger than me, and she took us all out to Universal.
That was the first time I went to Universal where I could actually remember, because they told me they took me when I was 4.
Yeah.
And the King Kong and the Jaws, they said I couldn't do anything, bro. I was terrified, just screaming.
You just straight up like wipe that from memory. You're like, no, it's a traumatic experience. I don't want to remember.
But see, you know what's funny? I remember my 5th birthday, and then my uncle, he's, they're all faded.
Good looking, Emil.
It's kid's birthday, right? You know what I mean? So, and I just remember my uncle, happy birthday to you. Then I blow the candles out again.
I think it's Northwest
happy
Ontario.
Birthday to you. Again. I'm just crying and crying because I'm trying to get to the G.I. Joes, man.
It is in the north. Lee. Emil said it's Thunder Bay is in the north, and he said it's fucking nothing out there. That's why, old boy, he
got
once he got the.
I'm looking right at it online. There's nothing there.
Once he got the cloud, it was a wrap, man. That's the El Jefe right there, man.
That's where they have Alkali Base. It's where the weapons program was.
JD, the population's only 100. JD, the population's only 111,000.
Damn.
Only? That's a lot. That's decent.
Damn.
I'm from, even though there's nothing out there, I'm from a place that's it's 100 and
but see, you a suburb. The Sacramento area in general, nigga. If you push, excuse my language, if you push out to Folsom, if you push out far where you is, so Folsom is east.
Folsom.
Folsom east. Tahoe. Then if you go to the 80 going towards Reno, that's all considered Sacramento, man. And then a little bit like past you, or that's the end of it right there. So we might got about 300,000-400,000, maybe 500,000 in this region right here.
100%. Which is then you go to Frisco where there's millions, right? And there's all little areas stacked on top of each other. You know what I mean?
No, facts. But see, what the Frisco is though, you got Daly City, you got Richmond. Richmond, you got it's Daly City, because Daly City is where the airport is, right? Like by where Candlestick used to be. Not too Daly City ain't too far.
DC.
Carl trolling. It's above the right?
Little cities
for sure.
And then it's, the Bay Area, that motherfucker is multiple millions in there because of all the other cities. Then Oakland. Then when you come,
San Ho got $1 million. San Ho got $1 million.
Yeah, so it's a lot of motherfuckers around this region for sure.
Yeah, rest in peace to bruh from Smash Mouth. But I remember when that. Now you're an all-star. Remember that when that shit was like popping? I saw
97, 98, I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere around there. 99, 2000 maybe.
Could have been that late too. Yeah, I have trouble remembering things now.
I always go by years because I remember like what I was doing. Like I remember being a freshman. When
Carl heard about Thunder Bay as well. He said that's above Cleveland, right? So you got the whole lakes and all that shit up in that area. See, my boy,
the Great Lakes,
my boy is in my boy Jefe. He in Buffalo, so he right across the water from motherfucking from Toronto on my mama. So all that and Toronto's part of the Ontario Providence on my mama. So I wouldn't put it past it.
Lamar almost threw a pick right there. He underthrew that deep pass. He got lucky on that one. He's lucky DBs don't know how to catch a football.
That's why they on defense. Carl is a fool. Carl said Guccini is reciting the Special Olympics version of California Love.
You're a fool with it, Carl.
Because remember, because in the end, it's like, Sacktown.
Facts, 100%. Bay Area.
Yeah. Inglewood always up to no good.
Facts.
Too good, man. I was gonna say shout out to my primo who asked me who he should start. He's like, I got some fantasy advice or whatever. So he just sent me a screenshot. I basically set his lineup, but I was like, I would put Chase Brown in tonight, and I would also start Tyrone Tracy. And you can sit. Who was the other guy he was gonna play?
You better.
Oh, and I was like, and please take Ramondre Stevenson out of your starting lineup.
Hey,
he's playing Chicago, but I mean, he had like 9 attempts for like 18 yards last week. Come on, bro.
TDs in the last 2 games, though, bro. He scored 2 TDs last week and 2 TDs.
I just told him, I was like, look, you can put Ramondre in if you think the Patriots are going to score TDs, but if you don't think they're going to score a lot of points, I would play Tyrone Tracy and my man Chase Brown tonight in a potential shootout.
I like that. I would have took those 2 out of the 3.
That was my advice. Chase Brown already scored. It's still like 5 minutes into the first quarter, so.
I'm at the point with Chase Brown. I can't take him out of my lineup. Is that
exactly? And he didn't even have him in his lineup, bro. He didn't even have him in his lineup. I was like, you should seriously consider playing him tonight. I was like, the Ravens' defense ain't what it used to be.
I had someone tell me today, bro. I don't know about Chase Brown the rest of the way, bro. Khalil Herbert. What's wrong with you?
Are you serious?
The fact that Khalil Herbert is actually
here, you're not telling me Khalil Herbert's going to ruin it for me. I'm just saying.
And I forgot to celebrate that Chase Brown touchdown. We got to get a James Brown drop in here, man.
The big payback.
The one was like, he's good looking, good at singing, good at making love too.
I just Turn around, kiss myself. I'm so bad.
Like the Eddie Murphy one is like, yeah, it's too hot in the hot tub. Gonna make this.
Oh, when he's
taking off he puts his foot in the hot tub in Saturday Night Live.
He said, Snoop Dogg said, when I got to meet James Brown, I got to meet the king. And he told me, Snoopy, don't ever cut your hair. Your hair is your strength.
Yeah.
And he said, since then, never cut his hair.
Snoopy. Yeah, Snoop's dreads are fucking long. I don't know if you ever noticed they're like down past his.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they are pretty long.
He does the and then he even said, he's like, hey, cuz, he's like, so I be getting the grays right there. I'll dye it. He's like, he's like, you gotta get it beforehand.
Who was talking? Was it Tino? Somebody was talking about CJ's box braids the other day that I should get some. I was like, you wildin', bro.
They don't have wigs that are like braided like that, huh?
His box braids are wild. They're huge ass braids. They look like dreads from a distance, you know.
I like it though because it's protecting his dome piece.
That's what I was saying. It's like that extra cushion under the helmet.
CJ shit is like twisty. It's like double strand, so it's like
it's like two of them and then like into one.
Oh, it's the braided braids.
It's the braided braids. Yeah. I'm in there like he's giving a press conference and I'm just staring at his hair.
in the braided braids. See, okay, how about this? When you look at guys like 2 Chainz or Wayne, like they do the micro braids, then do into the dreadlocks with those, and like that shit leads to like mad alopecia for real. Like,
I bet, dude.
How much you think Lil Wayne weighs?
I was gonna say Aaron Jones, prime example, bro. Like that man's receding hairline was wild. How much do I think Lil Wayne weighs? Like 130
110 pounds up there.
Probably like 170. He probably got like a 40-pound wig on him, bro.
I was gonna say no way he weighs 170.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, you can't minus the hair when you jump on the scale. Right? Like 2 Chainz, too. 2 Chainz like 6'6". Fucking probably all but 220, but his hair probably makes him like 250. You know what I mean?
Laughing at King D's comment is like Lee Schefter, no more news now that the trade deadline is over? Question mark. Lee Schefter.
Our man, the ear to the streets. He was checking out different streets because they're shopping for a new property right now. So.
Oh, Jamar Chase crying for a flag and he gets a late one from the officials on a 3rd and 10.
Damn, is this what it's coming to?
It is what it's coming to. I'm pretty sure there was a hold, and then they're like, "Yeah, did you see one? No, but let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see."
I'm looking at it. 29 got his hands on him.
Oh, he definitely held him on the break.
Do you think Dak Prescott's AKA done for the year? I think so.
Yeah.
For the year, they might as well just be safe.
Might as well. They're saying 6 to 10.
They're not any good right now.
Over.
I mean, even he literally turned to one of his teammates and said, "We really do fucking suck."
Yeah, I saw that on TV.
Like he said, "We really do." Like it was like a question that he was pondering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
really do suck.
Yeah, I saw that.
How does that make you feel, Peacock?
Good times, come
It
on.
makes them feel good because they have the best team in Texas.
Anytime the Cowboys are doing that, I feel better about
though.
my choice.
This is something the Cowboy fans, I always got to remind them. Since the existence of the Houston Texans, the Houston Texans have been the best team in Texas in the NFL.
Give or take a couple seasons, we did have like 1 or 2 down years, but the Cowboys had they matched us with those 4 and 12 seasons as well, so it's okay.
That's true.
The most
with the Cowboys, it's either they're 10 to 12 wins or they only win 4.
They've definitely visited the playoffs way more than the Cowboys have in their.
Oh man, the Romo years were a lot of like 8 and 8s. Now that I remember.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then see, this is why I love Uncle Jerry, because I remember it was 10 years ago. It was 11 years ago. They had just paid Tony Romo for because he accomplished so much, right? But it was like, and there was a whole hoopla about like why is he one of the highest paid? He was getting paid as much as Brady, and then Jerry Jones said, "I paid him as much as Brady because I want him to play like Brady." That's great logic, you know.
Dear Commissioner, please flex the Cowboys-Eagles game.
Yeah, I'm a couple plays behind you, Peacock. I'm seeing that Chase play now.
Yeah, Chase. Oh yeah, Chase. I thought you were talking about Chase Brown.
What up, Derek?
I got confused. I was like, Chase. Oh yes.
It's
So
funny
Chase Brown
because
actually had a nice run right now, and it got called back on a flag.
it's really irritating.
Yeah.
That's really irritating. They better not put in Khalil Herbert now. I swear to God.
It's been a weird year. I'm gonna say.
I love how madness this year is.
Yeah, this year's complete chaos. It's just like it doesn't matter who you are, how you drafted, or whatever.
No.
The injury bug's coming for you, and then just like some coach speak leading you one way, and then they do like the complete opposite.
You know who's not racist or prejudiced? The fantasy football gods.
Yeah.
They're like, it don't matter who it is. We'll destroy all of them. No favorites.
Your team's dead. Your team's dead.
Hey, Derek, just think you'll get a good draft pick this year.
It's like, what was that? It's whose year? Who's that? Ha! If they just touch them like they're death, just touch that. Oh, my hamstring, the damn string,
My damn string.
the damn string injury.
Yeah, there's some stuff I'll talk about on the huddle. I'm thinking about, so in case you guys were wondering, there was no Houston huddle yesterday because wasn't a lot of Houston news about the injury. That I was going to just basically come up here yesterday and talk out of my ass for about 30 minutes about the nightmare game about the Jets and not really have much to talk about for Detroit. But same thing today, no Nico at practice and no Will Anderson Jr. Tomorrow is very telling, and then after tomorrow's practice report, I'll be able to tell you if there's any hope to winning on Sunday or we're just going to get pounded. Pause.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome is the East, and there's Tahoe. If you take 80 towards Reno, that's all Reno. Then a bit of Shoehorn. That's the end of it. There you go. You got Richmond. Wait, no. You got DC.
Yeah.
When we was breaking down the region, Ben Johnson will be the Cowboys' next coach.
That would be cool. Get some creativity here. You know what sucks about Ben Johnson? I feel like he stayed with the Lions because he had a good gig there. He might secretly look in the mirror and be like, "You don't really got it on your own." You know what I mean? Like, head coaches / play callers. That is the new thing, right? You know, all the Shanahan guys, they're all head coach / play callers. You know what I mean?
That would be a big splurge if Derek did that, though.
I was going to say, imagine if Bobby Slowick had a head coaching job right now. I wonder how that'd be working out. Probably not too good.
No.
They all have that same look, though. Once you get the freaking woo-wop on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just hold the thing. They hold the clipboard.
If I'm Ben Johnson, I ain't going to Dallas. Why would I want to go there?
No, man, I wouldn't. You'd be under
another
high traffic.
They have Trey Lance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
And
That
you got
shit
the
ain't too
puppet Uncle Jerry. You're talking for Uncle Jerry. That's the problem. I couldn't work for a man like that, man.
Yeah, that's the main reason I wouldn't want to go there.
No,
If you watch the Cowboys post conference, right? You know, they only show you the podium and the thing. But if you had a panoramic view of Mike McCarthy in the post game, big pause, you would see Uncle Jerry right behind him, hand all the way up his ass.
Telling him what to say.
Yeah, he's a puppet.
Yeah, go to the left, go to the right.
All the way up his pause. You know, Greco-Roman wrestling, they used to big pause. They grease these motherfuckers up, right? And these matches would go on until the death. But how did you, or not until the death, until you sodomized your opponent? It was you had to get your wrist elbow deep in their rectum.
Oh shit!
Look it up.
He had to visit.
And all the insides. Winner.
So Yoshi Voss drops a pass on 2nd and 3. On 3rd and 3, Burrow feels some pressure, escapes in the pocket, scrambles to his right. Then he's about to get sacked and basically throws it out of bounds again, targeting Yoshi Voss. Now it's 4th and 3, and they're going for it.
I like the aggression.
Yeah, they're past midfield here, and they do have a 7-0 lead.
They got to win this game anyways. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, this is like this could be like the pivotal thing on the season here.
Exactly.
Here, you're a game back out of nowhere, right? On the Ravens.
For real.
Yeah, Burrow puts his foot in the ground, launches it deep, too deep, over the right shoulder of his intended target. Incomplete. Who's that? 81? I don't know who 81 is. I am not familiar with your game, sir.
The Greco-Roman wrestling?
That either. I was not familiar with. I was aware of them being like oiled up or greased up and doing all their thing, but I didn't know they had to like beat their opponent into a fisted submission.
In order to win, you have to shove your fist all the way elbow deep. Winner. Wow.
Well, I'd imagine that the other person would die sometime most of the time.
All their bowels.
Oh, shit.
Fatality.
Yeah, that's a Mortal Kombat fatality right there, bro. Damn.
We're going for hours even.
Oh, until someone was fisted into submission.
They weren't even trying to do that, and most of the time they was slaves. You know what I mean?
That's true.
For entertainment. So
Gladiator 2 is coming out. That's gonna be awesome.
right.
Well, that should be good.
You can't. Here's my gripe. Okay.
Your sour grapes.
Like, okay. Why are those timepiece movies talking in English, in the King's English?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Why is Sean Connery always Scottish? It doesn't even matter. Even when he's the Spaniard. I'm the Spaniard. The Scottish accent. Dude, he's 007 with the Scottish accent. I was like,
no, come on.
Bond is English.
James Bond. It's like, why is there an SH in James Bond?
God save the Queen.
Yeah.
He literally like dum 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 dum, and then all of a sudden you just hear like bagpipes in the background.
Hey, that would be badass, man. We might be able to find that. There might be a bagpipe version of the James Bond theme song.
Yeah.
Hey, Bug,
I wouldn't doubt it.
we have an
Remember on
IDP
May the
question
4th?
here.
We used to do the Playmakers for the May the 4th.
Yeah.
Back in the days, or at least whenever it was that week. And I would always go and get the kazoo version of the Star Wars theme. Because then we
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit was badass, man. Kazoo, man.
Hey, Bug, we have an IDP question here.
Lenore, D. Alford, or Petrie for your DB spot.
Petrie.
Yeah, Petrie's been killing it, even though he got burned a couple times last week, but he still racks up them points.
Lenore
he's back to an auto start. I know Jimmy Ward has come back, or he's going to be back this week, but I don't even see him like starting, and like he's never.
I think Jimmy Ward coming back. It's more like Bullock has to share.
Right, correct. Yeah, me
like,
too. I think that.
Yeah, because Petrie, what we like about him in this past 6-7 weeks, he's getting down there in the box a lot more.
Yeah, he's playing the nickel. I think D'Amico said like this is the only thing he can do. We really can't.
I love that because he ain't lying.
Yeah, we really can't put him in coverage because we saw that he was on one-on-one with Devontae Adams. What the hell?
And what we loved about, I didn't get that.
There's,
and
I mean, D'Amico's really solid all the time. Defense has played well, right? But that was dumb.
And then also with Petrie is like, he's what, year 3 right now?
This is his third year. Yeah, great.
Third year, yeah.
Last year he was played out of position, right? And they used him all wrong.
Before that, y'all had zero interior. You guys were like 30th against the run or 31st or whatever, right? For years. And when Petrie got in there, he's getting down there. He was getting a lot of. I think he's right here. What he got, like 190? He had like 90 tackles. Something like
he had 120 some.
Yeah, but like 90 of them were
solos, like 90 solos. Yeah, probably. Yeah. He had a lot of tackles for loss. Oh, big gainer. Nice catch going up and getting it. The big man, Mark Andrews, first down.
There it is.
It's like a 15, 20 yarder maybe.
This should be a good matchup for him.
First and 10, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yeah, there's no Isaiah Likely tonight.
Yep.
Oh, he looked fast. Beat the crap out of that DB who's 2'7".
He's on that Ozempic now, bro. No, I'm serious though, because he's diabetic.
He's diabetic. He looked fast, but he doesn't look like he's lost a lot of size or anything. Zay Flowers in motion around the QB. Lamar Jackson just throws a super bullet to him. It's supposed to be kind of like one of those, I'm going to go in motion and head out to the flat, and he led him way too much just in the flat. Take a little bit off that. Just make sure it gets there. Put it on him. There was a lot of space in front of him, too. I guess, he probably should have been floating forward a little bit.
Yeah. A little more touch on it.
Yeah, it was like he kind of three-quartered it. He three-quartered it, and the trajectory was going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got Cap for life in the building.
What up, Cap?
What's that, Cap?
Carl also asked how y'all feel about Tony Adams coming off injury.
Tony Adams? I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Not familiar with Tony Adams.
I think he's a safety.
Isn't he for Seattle?
No, Seattle safeties are like
No. Adams.
Jenkins.
So Lamar feeling the pressure, scrambles, evades a few tackles, rushing first down.
I'm gonna check it right now. Hold on.
Adams on the Jets.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I like that a lot because the Ambrose guy. What's his name? The guy that he was originally from Green Bay.
Oh, never mind. It was 3rd and 1.
Amos?
Yeah, isn't that like their only guy there right now? Because Tony Adams, I'm gonna pick him up.
Yeah. So Lamar scrambles for a first down, or what it seemed like a first down. They mark it short on 3rd and 1. Baltimore goes hurry up, tries to run it up the middle, gets stopped on 4th down, but since they went hurry up, there's a flag on the field, and I believe it's for too many men on the field on the defense.
That's why they went hurry up because I was like, they usually would only go hurry up if they didn't think it was a catch, right? But
don't those guys running out of bounds ever just jump? Like once they get 3 yards from there, just dive.
Yeah,
you're literally off the field already.
Right?
Can't throw the flag.
Once
you're in the air, headed that way, they're not going to throw the flag on you.
What if they snap the ball, but you're in the air, but still over the field? Right? Doesn't count.
See, then I don't know, right?
That's you landed outside the white, though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say you're off the field. You're not literally on the field, so you can't have too many men on the field.
Technically, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna give myself a ding for that.
You know who would get that flag would be Tom Brady.
He's over there swinging into the ref.
Oh, we found it right here. While elevated in the air.
Let me pull up the rule book that I have right here in my wristband.
Tom Brady, get the fucking rule book out right now.
We got time.
I've never fucking heard of that. I know it's not like a playoff game.
Go to a TV timeout.
Right. It's almost like it was set for him because when that happened, he was
the authority and the audacity.
Yeah, what was that? The tuck rule? That
was that was. Yep.
Man, I remember watching that. Was that 2004?
3?
No, was it? Might have been 2002, somewhere in there.
2001.
That was
01.
Because it was against the Raiders. Yeah,
because it was against the Raiders. They were never good in the past 2000.
Yeah, as soon as they didn't have Jerry Rice anymore.
It was like
that's true. Facts. Yeah, they're showing that commercial with Ryan Fitzpatrick's bust, and it's all jacked up. Looks like D Wade's. The statue.
Oh yeah, D Wade statue was terrible, big bro.
Oh man, that was pretty bad.
Ronaldo statue, D Wade statue. Who else?
You said?
Cristiano Ronaldo, his first statue. You ever see it?
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
The soccer player.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Isn't he from Portugal?
Yeah.
CR9, yep.
So his statue, look up his statue. It looks jacked up, bro. They did him dirty.
That's fucked up.
And he could have his own done himself. He's got so much money.
For sure, right? But whoever they got to do it, that one was like, oh, that kind of don't look like him.
That man's rolling dough, man.
He looked messed up, man. Yo, what up? What up, Clock? Clock in the building.
What's up, Clock?
What up, Clock?
I think he might have
in the house too.
Were you at the airport?
Dino and Clock in the house. Oh, look, and there's a Ozempic commercial right on cue.
Come on. Mark Andrews,
Make sure you guys can't see that. There you go. I didn't realize my phone was coming out on the screen. And it wasn't, but it's too far away to see.
It was my It was my cousin's. It was my goddaughter's baby shower a couple weeks ago, and I saw my cousin, right, and his wife. I said, "Damn girl," right, because my cousin's wife, you know, she was a little plumpish, but then now she held. Damn, you lost hella weight. She's like, "Yeah, I know." I'm like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" I'm like, "You look good, girl." Shit. She's like, "Well," she's waiting for me to stop talking. I'm like, she's like, "I'm diabetic, and I'm on Ozempic now." I'm like, oh my bad. I'm not doing anything. I'm just diabetic.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just taking this Ozempic.
Yeah. Like, oh shit, my fault.
Well, whatever works, man. America is walking around as like the most obese country in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, the South, man. You got all the good food, you know. Like,
yeah, but you had me avoiding like public transportation and like flights and stuff just because like you're buying 2 seats for extra elbow room.
I mean, you know, listen, it could be genetic too, you know what I mean? And then, you know, I mean, yeah, and I you know, I don't knock anybody for their addiction problem because you know that a lot of times that is I mean, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it could be a problem or an addiction issue. Sugar's hella addicting, bro, and that's in a lot of processed foods.
Disco Steve was hooked on the white stuff. Remember that? They had a shortage of sugar. They had a shortage of sugar in Springfield, and then like so they were just the black market food was selling sugar. And then
I remember that now.
Disco Stewie, he wrote out his name Stew in sugar, and he just
snorted it.
And then he lays back on the couch, and the music's going, and the lights are going. Disco Stewie was hooked on the white stuff back in the day.
Sugar rush.
But still, though, they had him snorting it, though, bro. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's why my parents didn't like me watching that when I was a wee type. Like, you know, when I was about 11, when I was starting to get into it. When Fox when all of a sudden, like, a Fox became a regular TV station. It was like, what? Did we get new antennas? What's going on?
Yeah,
in the 90s.
For us, it was always Channel 2.
See, like, we never, I don't know what channel. I think it was Channel 6 or something. I don't remember. Maybe it was 2.
In the Bay is 2, out here is 40.
That's what it is.
Well, back in the day, it wasn't even available.
Exactly.
And then one day, all of a sudden, like you turn the knob on your old school TV, I would click over, and then it was like, "What? We got Fox now?" It was super exciting times.
Right? Because it was like the first cable-esque, like
regular channel,
regular TV.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, because they
back in the day, I had to go to grandma's house to watch like Snick at Night and like what was it? TV Land, like all the
TV Land, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, TV Land was badass because I was a motherfucker for no apparent reason, just up 2, 3, 4.
Whoa! Receiving touchdown, Nelson Aguilar.
All right,
I'll take it.
I started him.
Yeah, my son's friend just requested me on to be a friend on like Epic or whatever, like Fortnite or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've played with them a couple times, but like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They set their stages in like these weird ass little rules. It's just all mayhem. It's all mayhem. I'm literally dropping in, and by the time I hit the floor, I'm getting killed.
Okay, hold on. We have to address this, right? Because speaking of mayhem, that's my leagues, right? I love all my shit mayhem and murder and mayhem. But I also will say, I'm usually an advocate of one brain per team. So today, we won't say any names, but we had an incident where there was a guy. He sends, first of all, there's a guy who needs a QB, Superflex Dynasty. He got injuries. He got error 15, benched. So it's just like, he's shopping around. He said, oh, Tagovailoa. What do you want for him? Manager A, right?
Yeah, Manager A throws Tagovailoa up on the trade block with a whole bunch of other players, like, you know, all types of players, ranges from starters to bench players, right? Mm-hmm. So just, you know, it's the trade deadline's coming up. So yeah, that prompted that.
Let me get it.
Manager B inquires, texts Manager A, what do you want for Tagovailoa? Manager A
I love how no one's calling him Tua in this conversation.
Yeah, Manager A clearly states, this is not Tua. This is Tulia or whatever, right?
Tulia.
Right. And then I don't even know if that's his name, to be honest.
The right-handed brother.
Right. So manager A says, this is not Tua. Manager B laughs and says, what do you want? And I was like, manager A says, you could send a Tua-like offer. So they're like, manager B says, offer sent. But the third rounder for the other Tua. And manager A says, this guy clearly. Yeah, Tagovailoa. It's clearly, manager B values him at this price. Manager A warned manager B. Manager A accepts the trade. Go ahead and fill them in on the rest.
Then manager, which one is you?
Manager B is the one that sent the offer for the wrong Tua.
Yeah. Okay. So manager B also has manager B 0.5, right?
Manager B 0.1 or something.
Yes, he has a co-manager.
Oh no.
And the co-manager he actually got the screenshot sent to him and he said, yep, let's do it. Right? Not realizing it's the wrong Tua as well. And then the trade goes through. I'm the commissioner. I just push it through. First thing I say, I'm on the phone with Kidda. He goes, what? Tua just got traded. I said, for what? He said, a third. I said, damn, that's stupid. Then we together realize it's the wrong Tua. And then so we laugh, and then we just wait for it. Right? It's going down now. You know what I mean? It's going on. It's going on. This guy, the co-manager, he's so upset. And he's trashing the league and this and that. And I had half a mind to be like, hold on, bro.
I would have loved to see the chat.
You're the co-manager, right?
We can show you the chat later.
Like, how could you allow this to happen under your watch, co-manager? You know what I mean?
You're the co-manager.
Why are you so upset?
Oh, that's the one you got.
This should be an internal issue right here. You should be upset with your other co-manager. This is why I say I'm opposed to two brains. It's one brain per team. But now I don't want him to leave. Well, now everyone wants him. Boot that guy. Nah, fuck that. He's going nowhere.
That's like having a blonde.
He is staying
That's almost like having a blonde run your team. Pause.
Well, there was lack of communication, maybe, or I don't know what happened with manager B and co-manager B1, but I can tell you B1, and
B1 and B2. There you go.
Yeah, B1 and B2 from managers B, right? So I don't know what's up with over there, but I can tell you from manager A's perspective that they were upfront with everything. Hey, this is not Tua, and you can send it to a price, and they sent the offer.
Put the screenshot of the combo in there. I actually talked to manager B, right? The real manager B.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, so did I.
He goes, I don't know, man. When he said it's just Tulia, I'm like, I just thought that maybe that's Tua's full name. I'm like, bruh, it didn't have a team on it. Like, I know that was my fault.
And it didn't have a picture. And it clearly.
My question, bro. What team does he play for?
Nothing. So there's no team on there. It's just silver or whatever the background be.
That is crazy.
And then he got then this guy who's the reason why the co-manager. So he brought in this co-manager because this guy is like he's a renowned dynasty guy, but he only plays offense only dynasty. So he got a kick out of like co-managing this team. You know what I mean? Because we play both sides of the ball. And long story longer, if this guy is so renowned, why do you, with your renowned ass, fall for that? You know what I mean? Like,
for real, right?
Do the due diligence. Hey, listen, I've been like last week. I swapped out the wrong Robinson. I had Bijan. I had a Brian Robinson and a DeMarcus Robinson, and in a flurry of Brian Robinson being ruled out with like fucking an hour to spare, I was still moving fast. Like I had no time.
I've done it too. Somebody sent me something, and I read M something versus M. It was a different player, and I accepted. And then like the whole league didn't want to go back. They were like, nah, like that's on you. Like that's on you.
You fucked up.
Yeah, live with it.
See, here's the thing: is manager A was like, listen,
what's up, big bro?
What is happening? manager A was like, "Oh, we could reverse it." And then so I tell manager B, "Hey, just send it." And then it's just so my lazy ass commissioner, I don't have to do nothing, just hit accept. I mean, just process it, right? And then, but manager B did the fucking noble thing and said, "Nah, man, I fucked up. It is what it is." And I said, "Okay." And his co-manager did not like that.
Not at all.
And that's when you say, "Get rid of your co-manager, man."
and me looking on the outside.
No,
right?
player
Looking on the outside, right? Manager A said, that's fine. They were willing to reverse it, saying like they were trying to be upfront with everything, not trying to trick anyone at all, literally thinking that, manager B is that's what they wanted to do.
Rules to put any player on the block. And that was, although it might have, because they fell for it, and it's not even fell for it, they went in for it, and then they're, they could be upset about it behind hindsight, but they didn't want to. The main guy who's running that team doesn't want to reverse it. He's going with honor. I respect that, but also, what's crazy is, because earlier in the year when everyone thought the real Tua Tagovailoa was dead,
this is the same league.
I just shot an offer and sent out Skylar Thompson, who I spent.
Oh wow! Kid did tell that story on the pod before.
I sent out Skylar Thompson.
That's crazy.
For Josh Jacobs. Blake just hit accept. He didn't. There was no back and forth. He just hit accept because he had Russell Wilson, Tua, and I think and then someone else, and Joe Burrow. He has Joe Burrow, Tua, and fucking and Russell Wilson. And so at the time, it wasn't no Russell Wilson starting. Tua's dead because it looks like his career's done. I shot the offer out. The same guy, manager B2, is really upset about that. But what's funny about that too is because there was.
And then I remember I jumped in and I defended Blake, and I was saying, "Hey man, if that's what he wants to do, it's his fucking team. Like, who are you?"
You know what's funny too is like someone else goes, "Well, I sent him." This was manager B and them. He said they tried to send him Darnold, right, in his time of need, and he says, "This is what Blake said: fuck Sam Darnold." Fucking, you know what I mean? And they were just like,
hey, it's all about preference, man. I've seen trades that look super lopsided, like at the beginning of the year, and then like towards the end of the year, like, well, shit, look at how that worked out. So I know sometimes
when I sent in League 14 2 years ago, I sent Cam Akers for Quay Walker straight up. That was like going into last year. Everyone got on me. What the fuck? Well, Cam Akers just didn't do shit, and Quay Walker went on to be a part of the championship team. You know what I mean? You just never know.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. I'm just like, fuck Cam Akers. You know what I mean?
Zay Flowers with a catch of like -5 here, deep in Ravens territory. Actually brought down at about the 5 or 6 yard line.
Here's my whole thing.
Bengals defense playing well. But that story was just funny, man.
That's crazy right there.
He definitely was trying to throw shots at me as the commissioner too. Like, and
trying to throw shots at Commissioner A, saying that he was being a trickster and like dishonest and all this stuff, when clearly Commissioner A explained the whole situation out.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro,
it's just, this is war, man. You know what I mean? This is fucking war. Okay.
But then on top of that, it's not like Commissioner A was trying to keep the pick or anything. It was just funny.
And here's the thing. Because I always take the long route, because this is the real part of the story I wanted to tell, is when I get involved, right? So I say, hold on, because he starts saying this is a Bush League and all kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I take that. That's like a racial slur. You know what I mean? You don't call a legit league a Bush League, right?
Sure.
So, anyways, I get in there. I'm like, hold on, bro.
I said it's a dynasty too.
I said, hold on, bro. The Dallas Cowboys just traded for Jonathan Mingo and sent the 4th round. Bro, Uncle Jerry's about to hear it from you. My point was, real organizations even do stupid shit. who am I to tell a fucking other man how to run his team? I'll be goddamn if someone told me how to run my shit, unless like it was the Playmakers and I'm asking for a friend. You know what I mean? Because
you're reaching out, you're asking for the help.
Yeah, it's kind of, but you did what I'm saying. Like, well, where's the rest of the league getting on? The actual NFL getting on the Cowboys right now.
Why isn't everybody shitting on the Titans for just giving away AJ Brown and DeAndre Hopkins and
Hopkins to the Chiefs?
Exactly.
Like they just gave everybody away.
Hey, so was the league mates in favor of the trade going through?
Everyone hated that. They hated the co-manager.
Yeah,
the other guys.
Everybody just said, you know what? You fucked up. Leave it the way it is. Everybody was telling manager A, you know what? Don't give anything back. Take what you can. Like, you know.
So it was one of the managers that said it was a Bush league?
Yeah.
It was the guy that it was the guy that was brought in to be a co-manager.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Yeah, co-manager my ass. Where were you co-manager?
Anyways, it was super funny. And then we like some of the other guys are like, you should just kick that guy out. And he's not like a real person that we thought or whatever. And you know, I responded in like private DMs, was like, nah, just let him be. It's whatever. Like, you know, we know everybody else in this league and everybody's cool. And at the end of the day, it was funny and nobody like manager A and manager B don't really care. It was manager B1 or whatever, B2 that was the co-manager who was all causing a ruckus.
And he has the name of a mobster.
Yeah, but it was funny. To me, I was just laughing the whole time. Plus, I was like at work and driving, so it's hard to like really keep up at the same time. But I was in that, man. It was entertaining though. It was very fun. I think Kiddo was super. Like he was edging it on. Like, let's keep this going. That's hilarious. And you know where Kiddo was standing on that too. He was like, "Hey, you made the trade.
Right. That's crazy. This shit, man. Well,
But it's funny. I was gonna say, Tino says, "Can't we all just get along?" I was gonna say, I think 12 guys in the league were pretty much getting along. It was 12-1 that was kind of like upset about the whole deal because manager B owned up and said, "Hey, I got," like, you know. And manager A said I wasn't trying to got you. I told you who it was, and he still sent an offer.
Oh, wait. So
now you're putting it together.
So the person that accepted so the person that was crying about the trade sent the trade?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he went on there and picked his brother.
Picked the third round, yeah.
And then sent it.
Yeah.
And bruh that accepted it let him know, like, bruh, this is not him.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it went.
Well,
That's
first, bruh, it was before it was even sent. Bruh was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Who was on the clock? See, bruh didn't realize it wasn't a thing neither, though. You know what I mean?
See, that's crazy because if the manager that had the share of Tua's brother sent the trade, okay, I can understand.
Right, and it's fuck shit, right? Then that's being sneaky trickeration.
Well,
a couple years ago,
not even really, because if he explained to him in the chat, you know, we talked.
It was a direct. They were texting each other directly because
it's a direct
everybody in
I thought they was in the group chat talking.
No, in the group chat, Tua brother went up there, and then Kidda pops up and says, "Oh, trying to be sneaky." The manager A who put it up, and then manager A goes, "Not even trying to be sneaky. I didn't realize that it came out like T Tua logo. Like I'm just putting this guy up on the block."
Yeah.
So it was all there to read. Like you didn't have to do no.
That's on Sleeper. That's on Sleeper.
Yeah.
Well,
so
it's on Sleeper and the manager.
It just showed up as, you know, such and such receives third round. Then the other side just says T Tagovailoa, no team or nothing. You know,
no team, no picture, because that's the way he comes out. If it was the other Tua, it would have the picture and the team.
Yeah. That's
saying, bro. Jones just gave up a fourth to get bingo, man.
It was funny.
I'm just saying, it's on the lines of that to me. You know what I mean?
It was funny, and then so the pick gets reversed, but I don't even remember if the other player got back on the roster or not. Like it mattered. It doesn't matter.
Oh, the pick got reversed.
Oh, they did reverse it.
Oh, I don't know. I thought so. I didn't pay attention.
Oh.
No, it's Jimmo like was adamant in the chat. He was like, manager B. He was like, listen, I'm at work, man, and it just, it was my fault. I fucked up. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Well,
And I was like,
I haven't realized. I haven't gone back to look.
He's like, I love Peacock.
Yeah, so I'm manager A, guys. In case you couldn't figure it out. Allegedly, I'm allegedly manager A, who was being a sneaky bastard, according to the co-manager.
Like your whole team on the block.
I did. I put up half my team.
Hey JD, you know how sometimes you'll just be chilling and all of a sudden, like for me, I'll be chilling and all of a sudden it'll be a barrage of JD's team on the block.
Yeah, I did the same thing that JD did it yesterday. I think.
I'm putting everybody on the block. Come and get it, y'all. What's up? Who's trading? You know what I mean?
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's just it's business as usual. You know what I mean?
And then I'm at work, bro, and I'm doing this on my phone, and I'm listening to an attorney, and I'm live switching fucking buttons. So I'm not going all in. I texting him directly, so it's smoother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't.
And he texted me first out of nowhere.
He wanted to dance.
Yeah.
He did. He didn't look at the player though. And then I'm told him straight up, it's not Tua, it's Tulia or whatever his name is.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, brother,
you might have thought that you were correcting him. Like his real name is Tua. It's not Tua. It's Tulia. It's not Bogey. It's Bogard. Stupid.
Okay, maybe that. Oh, see, that just I would have never thought that. I'm legit.
That's how he explained it to me. That's why he was like, "Listen, fuck it, I fucked up." Because I'm like, I can reverse it. I was like, I'm lazy. Just resend it, and then he's like, no. And then
because I thought I saw him drop to the brother. Okay, well, see, now I can't even get the guy back. Whatever.
It said it was. It said it was him that did it, not.
You know what I'll do? I'll send him my third as a condolence prize. And here, just have it. I'll keep yours.
That's great fantasy karma. You don't have to do that. That's why it makes it great fantasy karma. What I would do is re-pick up Tulia, then send it to him with the third, so we can at least get a good laugh out of it. Expect it again.
For sure. Yeah, I'm not making a lot of waiver moves over there, so I might as well just pick him up. I want to go put
I swear to God, I'm not in your way.
I got him off of waivers a month and a half ago.
Hey, I was holding fake. I see, whenever there's a brother who isn't nothing, I always call him fake than the name, right? So I remember holding on to fake Tua at one point. I had fake Nakua at one point.
That's right. He has a brother in the joint. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go pick up my kid from karate, and I'll be back. That was a hilarious story. I didn't think you were gonna bring it up, but it's just too funny not to share.
I almost choked on a burrito. I was eating a burrito. That motherfucker was funny as a motherfucker.
It was funny, dude. That was the highlight of my day for sure.
He was so mad. I'm like, you're mad at the wrong ones, bro.
Yeah, he's probably telling me off, and I was like, I was just like,
that's why
and then I was like, I'm gonna embrace it. I sent the gif of what you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. And then there was another one I'm the bad guy now. Say hello to the bad guy. I was like, I'm gonna embrace this persona. And then the name of the league is Nice Guys Finish Last, literally.
Right.
Yeah, and then then me and Peacock, we started congregating ideas, right? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna be Bush League is my new name or something. And
I'll change that into the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, what about the Bushwhackers? He's like, oh yeah. And then I was like, ooh, we should change the league name to Nice Guys Bush.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't want to dirty up my fantasy.
Is that your bush? You have a special bond with that bush? All right. I'll be right back. I'll tap in with you guys in a bit.
King says he's got his allegedly t-shirt.
Oh yeah, man. That's what's up. Wear that with pride. Rock that everywhere. People ask you where you got it from. You let them know.
I think he might be leading it right now with like 10 entries, actually, or
Oh yeah, that's what's
or
up.
9 entries. Yeah, because he's subbed up to everybody and he bought something. So
Get that. What was I gonna say?
the
Get
signed
that Trey
autograph.
McBride.
Trey McBride.
We're
And
gonna ride.
has he scored a touchdown yet? He almost had one last week.
He had a rushing one, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it was a Russian one.
they're like, you can't pass it to. There was one where he spun like right, and then Kyler threw it, and he caught it. But if he would have spun left, it was like all green to the end zone right there. It was down there in the red zone. But yeah, so he'll catch his first passing one because we have an autograph signed life-size football of it. Let's go.
Let's go. I know it's been a minute, Cap, but Cap had a question for us. He said, the dude just offered me Pollard and Lamb for my A-Chain and Smith. I'm thinking of giving him Jacobs and Smith instead of for Lamb and Pollard. What's your thoughts?
I'm with it. I mean, A-Chan, A-Chan, to me, my only issue with him is just that he's just small. Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. He's
small and always hurt.
All right, cool development. My wife went to pick up my son, and I didn't even know it.
Nice.
My daughter comes out of her room, and she's like, "Mom already went."
Oh,
All right.
so you said you run the trade?
What's up?
You said run the trade?
I would.
I mean, here's my thing. I don't really want CD Lamb before he got hurt. Right after the Cowboys Niner game. What was I saying throughout the week? I say he might be because I was kind of saying this selfishly, like to tell myself. It's like he might be a sell high right now for real, because CD's been disappointing for the most part.
Yep.
Then even that game, he was blanked out for 3 quarters. He catches 2 fucking touchdowns out of nowhere in the 4th quarter. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, we should sell high on him. Then he dies on us the next week. So it was, I kind of don't want Lamb.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get the and I'm calling it now. I do like it with Cooper Rush. He's gonna pepper him because that's just what Cooper Rush does when he steps in. He steps in there. I mean, I actually looked this up. He had a 25 plus. He had no lower than a 25% target market share when we're talking CD Lamb when it was Cooper Rush. We're good with that. But
Rush like 4-1 as a starter.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they go with Rush for too long. I think they go to Lance to try to see if they can make him look good and trade him.
And they ain't finna throw that boy out there. That boy is
They might.
And then I don't want Lamb.
He out there sticking rocks like he at the motherfucking river.
Here's the thing, though. He does got
bro.
Lamb chop all the NFC East receivers the rest of the way have fantasy friendly matchups for them. So I do like that for CD the rest of the way, but I don't know, man. I mean, your running backs it's getting cold. You know what I mean? Your running backs might, you know what I mean? I don't want Tony Pasta.
Looks like Lamar's heading to the locker room.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Oh no!
Burrow completes for a first down. Burrow completes for a first down to Gesicki.
Mikey
Gesicki with it. Gesicki with it.
The best gritty ever, bro. Of my mom.
Best gritty ever. It's so bad, it's good.
Bro,
it's so bad, it's good. Oh my mom.
For real though, you're right. Like I've come to kind of appreciate it because it looks so horrible. It's almost.
I think he doesn't realize everyone's like, yeah, bro, hit that shit, bro. He thinks like.
I heard he was practicing that shit, and he's continued to practice it. It hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He better not like pull a hammy doing it. If he scores a tug and then does it and then pulls a hammy, okay, word. At least he scored a tug.
Nah, I don't think he'll pull a hammy from that gritty.
Get sicky with it.
It's so stiff, bro. He don't gotta do shit with that motherfucker, bro. It's just he's so stiff, bro. He's not moving none of his muscles, bro.
Hey, all the white people collectively should not let him do the gritty. Man. Travis Kelce's just like, fuck, he starts hitting moves. Dancing on beating shit.
Wow.
He's like, see, we got soul.
Hey, Carl said, if you were a Muppet, would you rather have sexual intercourse with Miss Piggy, Skeeter, or Julia?
Skeeter's a girl?
I didn't know. Hold on. I thought it was a he.
Which one's Julia? Is Julia the stone-looking blonde one? I pick that one. The musician? I'll pick that one.
Okay, give me Skeeter.
But just so you know, if I was a Muppet, I'd be like the one from
Oh no, wait, hold on. Skeeter or is it Beaker?
Beaker's the doctor.
Beaker, yeah.
Or the one with the hair.
He got the thing over his eyes.
Like type, and he was like a light blue.
There you go. That's who Beaker is for sure.
Yeah, he was an ugly motherfucker.
There's the little nerdy one with glasses and like the little right.
Yeah, he's a scientist.
So, anyways, is Skeeter a girl? What's up with that? I think those Skeeter in there. That's a weird question.
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer. I'm fucking Miss Piggy. Fuck the police. You know what I mean?
We got
metaphorical.
Making bacon in the morning.
Rowdy.
Ooh.
Soul Shiesty in the building.
That's crazy.
What's that, Shiesty?
Lamar back already. Lamar
I told you he just had to take a shit.
Chente knows what's up because he has that IBS. Not Chente, Lamar.
He has the IBS. He has irritable bowel syndrome. Hey man, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Like when he went to shit on Baker and the Browns in that game, remember? Like they were losing. He went to the bathroom, came back, and out of nowhere threw like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
I mean, because he was real irritable. You know what I mean?
He was not having a good game in the first half.
You know, in Dumb and Dumber, when it sounds like a bunch of like hollow tools. You know, the sound effects in that joint.
Man, that movie's classic. I gotta watch it again. It's been a minute.
I know, right?
I haven't seen it in a while. I gotta watch it with my daughter though. Like she's 15. It's perfect time.
Dumb and Dumber is awesome. My kids, I've been watching that shit with my kids since they was young. I know.
Yeah, like when you indoctrinate them, like with a movie like that when they're young, that all the adult jokes go over their head forever every time they watch it.
It's really just physical.
Even in the cartoon movies, it go over their heads.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, for real. I was at the motherfucking where you can eat they had the dinner and the drinks for you at the movie theater.
That shit dope. That's out here,
the
right?
only one I go to, man, right down the road.
He was at that
It's the bistro.
It's in Roseville.
Roseville, there you go. I was saying
Hey, but we was in that motherfucker watching The Last Millions, and I'm in tears. I'm in tears in that motherfucker crying. I swear to you, bro. I'm like, what? Are you fucking serious?
Hey, man.
I remember crazy though, bro.
Jamar Chase first down.
Yeah, I think it was called Zootopia.
Yep.
And then like they're cooking up some woo wops, right? It's like some chemical shit that makes these animals go back to primal, right? But they're in the lab cooking the shit, and then they bust into the lab, and then it's the 2 characters. They got the gas mask on. He's like, Jesse. He's like, what, Mr. White? And I'm like,
oh, yeah. The Breaking Bad reference. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And my girl's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's Idris Elba. Is it Zootopia? Maybe that was a different one. Is that the one with the bunny cop? Is that the bunny cop?
Yes.
Okay, so Idris Elba is the fucking bison, lieutenant or chief or police chief or whatever. I don't know.
Yep,
that's Idris Elba in that bitch.
Chaotic said, "Good evening, weirdos."
Ooh, Hamilton's hurt on the field. Hey, good evening, Chaotic. Yes, we were super weird today. That is always. What happened? He got stepped on? Oh, he just slipped.
I've been called worse things.
Could be a girl. Right. I don't want to speculate, but Hamilton slipped non-contact. Oh, he tweaked his. What happened there? It's weird looking. He went down though.
I saw it in real time. You're going to see the replay now.
Oh, he's hopping off, limping on one leg.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Fucking Stream.
My guess is it's a right ankle.
Stream East is the weirdo tonight, man. This motherfucker is not doing me no good right now.
You can hop out and hop back in.
Nah, the Stream East.
Oh, Stream East. I thought you said Stream East.
Yeah. This shit is buffering like a motherfucker.
I'm watching on Prime, so right now I got a good deal.
The fella.
The Swedish chef, that dude is a trip.
Oh yeah, Sherbaders.
Yep, that's the one. Just tossing fish in the air all the time.
Yeah, he just whipping up something. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know if you're allergic to it. He's just throwing it.
Looks like Kyle Hamilton's got a non-contest.
That's what he sounded like, bro.
Hey, low key, Muppet Babies was the joint, bro. Like,
Muppet Babies.
yeah, what was the bro? Animal. Animal was my joint, bro.
And Animal and Fozzie.
Drums.
Fozzie was on the piano. They were jamming up in that.
Who was the dog? He was clearly a black dude.
Ralph, right? Wasn't his name Ralph?
He played the piano.
That dude was dope.
You know what I mean? Like, he was clearly a black kid. I'm just saying, though, right?
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, for sure.
Like,
I wasn't really thinking about it back when I was watching Muppet Babies. I was just like, he's cool.
Yeah, that's why.
I was like, he's kind of sleepy.
He says, yeah, man. He's all laid back.
He was real chill as jazz.
On the piano. He doesn't play classical, huh? He plays a little jazz, yeah.
There's no Jerry Lee Lewis up on there.
No. Yeah. Who was the dude, the Great Balls of Fire dude? Pause.
That is Jerry Lewis.
Oh, that was Jerry Lewis. I lived with him.
Yeah, he was a weirdo too, huh? Didn't he have like a young broad?
Married his cousin.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa.
When she was like 13 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
That's
pretty weird.
No.
Or pretty normal for Alabama, or I don't know, one of those states.
Yeah, one of those odd states, right?
I'm just joking. I don't know. Dude's ankle just gave on him. Yeah, it looked pretty weird. That's got to be an offside. Excuse me, offside on the defense. There's a flag targeting Gesicki down the sideline. Almost had that, wasn't able to pull it down. Otherwise, it probably would have declined the penalty. That would have been a great catch, and it would have put him in the red zone.
As for Nico, he didn't practice today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm aware. Neither did Will Anderson.
Nope.
Yeah, I was mentioning it earlier that maybe they'll flip Kenyon Green and Nico on the IR section because they haven't officially moved Kenyon to the IR from what I saw earlier, or what I think I saw earlier.
Yeah.
Because they're still listing him as did not practice, and it's like, why is he even listed with players as we know
Exactly.
he's out? So it's kind of some fuck shit. Joe Burrow just threw an interception to Stevens.
Oh fuck!
Right in the end zone, targeting Chase.
Can't be donating shit like that, man.
Oh man!
Fucking up.
Dinner for tonight. I actually had my wife made like a caldo, which is basically like a chicken soup.
Ooh, cabbage in it?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one.
All the good stuff, man. All the good stuff. Carrots, like corn up in there. Like,
Did they put little mini radishes in there?
I don't know if there's radish. I don't think so.
Kind of radish.
Radish reminds me. That's very like hobbity.
Yeah. I'm a horseradish motherfucker, man.
Oh, he was targeting Gesicki in the end zone. Damn it. Even
You
worse.
want to see the gritty.
Facts.
Because we all collectively want to laugh with all of us and his teammates because he's the only one not in on it.
Is this a pick? Let's see. Foot down. Oh, yep. But is it out of bounds before the other one comes in? Yes. It's not a pick.
Yeah.
In my opinion. We'll see what they rule. They're going to commercial break now.
That makes me mad because that's where they can go to the mob. You remember how when they
you remember
when they go, we're gonna go to New York for the call? Why? And then the guy's name was like Dean Blandino. And I'm like, sounds like a mobster.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Blandino.
Was that this year? That was last year. Was that last year?
I think it was last
year. 5 years ago.
Oh, several years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Dean
Way before COVID, where there's like, okay, we're going to New York for the call. It's like, why? Like they could just fix anything now. You know what I mean? Like I never understood that.
Then you get help from upstairs, right?
Then in the Super Bowl, you have Dean Blandino there. It's like, oh, okay. Look at him. He's here now. You know what I mean?
in
We're
the
gonna
bowl.
go to president of efficiency, or what do they call officiating?
Officiating crew. Yeah.
Is it president? It's like, yeah, I don't know. The head referee. I don't know.
He has the boldest stripes.
The boldest. I need to get some Wawa right here. Dying of thirst.
Yeah.
Oh, my son's home from karate. Let's see how it went.
His son's on the way to being a black belt, bro. His son can
Yeah,
kick
I heard
all of our
that. Yeah,
asses.
that's pretty cool.
He can kick our asses, bro.
Yep. At a young age too.
No, bro. But he wouldn't do it because he's disciplined. That's what they teach you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, this fucking commercial. I'm hella behind you guys. I'm trying to refresh.
Who do your 49ers got this weekend, Bogey?
The fucking ears.
Oh, who?
The fuck on ears. Okay.
Well, you got CMC back.
Yeah, against a terrible matchup on the ground, but you know,
Yeah.
utilize them in every aspect. Get them in the passing game, whatnot.
Yeah.
I hate small zags. Actually, I don't hate things. Like, I hate it when my kids say I hate this and that. I'm like, for real? Hate is such a crazy word. I hate it when they say that. All right. Some points here. Need some Joe Burrow points here.
Yeah, I know that. So do I. I'll second that.
So did bruh the SD writer dude in League 2, did he ever come back around trying to ask you for Rodgers some more?
I haven't even checked. I really let that go, man. He sent me about 5 or 6 offers in the past 2 weeks, and they've all been like straight trash.
Yeah, that guy's kind of like, I've never made deals with that guy. I'm in several leagues with him too. But it is the time to start hitting fools over the head with shit, bro.
Yep.
It's fucking war. It's time to start hitting fools over the head, bro. If I got something they want, they're gonna pay for that shit.
Yep.
Just saying, it's war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh shit. Go to the pit.
I should have given him Aaron Rodgers while I could.
No. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're doing it right, is what I'm saying. You're totally missing my point here.
Yeah. No, remember he wanted Aaron Rodgers from me too?
I fucking love you, Lee. That's what I'm talking about.
I had a day, man. My brain is fried today.
Listen, Lee, don't ever
And I
change.
don't even do
Don't ever change, Lee.
I don't even smoke. I feel like I do today.
Listen, man. I smoke so much that you getting high. States away.
I'm high in in another way, though. That's what I'll say. How's that?
There you go. Look at the good old dopamines flowing through Lee.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, man. About to get a new crib. Let's go. Bro.
Yeah. When I stepped foot into it today, I was like, wow, it's actually happening. You know? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was about to ask you a question, but now I'll wait for off the show.
Yeah.
Get too much personal information out there.
Yeah.
No, but good shit, man. Congratulations, man.
No, it's
I love new and I love change.
You know what? I like change too.
I don't like monotony. I'm
No.
like the opposite of monotony.
Yeah.
I don't like, if I'm gonna get in the routine, a daily routine is gonna be something I love.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse. That's why I've always done my own thing. Can't nobody tell me shit.
Burrow just threw a touchdown to Hudson.
Let's go. The fucking Tanner Hudson, the guy
Tanner
that
Hudson,
doesn't
yep.
fucking matter. Him and Eric all just been like doing.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, when they switched from the Callahans left, and whoever their new coordinators, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head right now, but they definitely love throwing at the tight end for real.
King, everything I've seen is Jennings is playing this week, but I'll know more tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
tomorrow's gonna be a great show to tune into.
Yeah,
wake your game up. I mean, and shout out to King D. He's always there rocking with us, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, real talk.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, because the Niners are in the East Coast or East Coast time zone, they're playing the Buccaneers, so we're gonna have that injury report sometime during that, or the practice report.
Yeah, around, yeah, we should have that.
During the show, we'll have that practice report. What has he been limited all week? What's going on with you, man?
Let me just take a peek right now. Hold on.
I put him in a fuck ton of lineups this week.
I put him in too. I did too.
I'm excited to play him. He's good. He's not Bootsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if he ain't practicing this entire week, at least I could bank on the fact that he's in the early game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
So then we can make a switch. You know what I mean? Like this Nico thing is kind of fucking with me.
Because I won't lie. It's
down on the night.
I know that one too. Yeah. San Francisco treats.
Hold on. Were you just singing the Uncle Ben's San Francisco, the rice thing?
I was.
The Uncle Ben's minute rice? Yeah, he threw it back, bro. Bro, I'm from the Bay. I don't even eat that shit.
I love rice, man.
No, I'm talking about the Uncle Ben's minute rice.
Uncle Ben's, yeah. All right. Juwan Jennings was limited today.
Good. So, and if he gets in a full go tomorrow?
He's full go Sunday, yeah. So,
and if he gets in a full go tomorrow and they don't lift him off the injury report, he's still going to play.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Full go means you going, bruh.
Yeah.
Barring any setback as far as like aggravation and warm-ups or something. But at least it's the morning game, so we'll know. You know what I mean?
Even fantasy pros have him. They say he'll probably make this. He's probably going to make the start as long as it's Friday practice. Yep. Good.
Well, you tell fantasy pros I got a problem with. You know what? Actually, my guy Clock is over there.
Yeah, exactly. I was at the sit there.
Yeah, never mind. You're lucky Clock's over there, fantasy pros.
Hello, Clock.
Shout out to Clock, man. That was fucking awesome. Yeah. I got to finally meet Clock. I've been talking to him we've been doing content since 2020, and I'm talking to him every day. And he's even called me when he's allegedly in other countries doing special things. Well, because I know I'm not supposed to say shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he called me when he was in the Philippines. He's like, bro, I'm in the Philippines, bro. He's like, I need something. I'm like, maybe I'll call my uncle.
No, it's been kind of cool the last 2 Sundays rocking with him on the Grit Don't Quit.
He has I love how he got right in, and see, this is how cool Kidda is and Clock, because when you can find someone that you'll disagree with and then make it a thing. Yeah. Right? Because they're definitely on different sides of the spectrum as far as like their ideologies when it comes to football. So I love that dynamic, but it's also like they don't take it personal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't know each other. They throw shots and it's all in good fun. You know what I mean? Like it's just football. Like no one takes it elsewhere. Because a lot of those other leagues that we was in, you know, you always you know, I'm not gonna say no name. I know what you mean. Especially when the commissioner starts taking it elsewhere all the time.
Yep, right.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, bro. It's fucking war, and war isn't for pussies, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not talking about it's not for women. I'm talking about it's not for pussies, bro. Like, fools that are just weak as fuck. Like, if you can't handle some banter, you're probably not in my league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we got to keep an eye on Tony Pasta too, because he was not practice out of today.
Yeah, and Chestnuts roasting on an open fire he looked all right. You know what I mean? He looked like a guy that wants to get noticed. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right.
How are you watching this game right now? You got Prime?
No, I'm actually watching on my phone on the NFL Network.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching on the NFL app too.
Yeah. Drake London did a limited practice today too.
Yeah, he's pacing to go. I don't
That's what I'm
think he's in any
thinking.
kind of danger. I mean, they took him out of the game and didn't let him go back because it was in hand for them. You know
You
what
think they shut down Olave for the year?
I mean, they're already estimating he don't come back until after their bye week.
I think
And,
I
like,
think that's what I read too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Olave he definitely strikes me as a motherfucker that isn't going to want to sign there after 5 years.
I know, right?
I think this is year 3 for them. Yeah, 21, 22,
Yeah.
23, 24. Hold on. Were they they're the class of 2022.
Yeah.
22, 23, 24. Okay, yeah. So it'll be a tell. They'll probably pick up a 5th-year option.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
I probably should have hit up Kidda. I forgot to remind him because I know he's asleep. This is Friday.
Man, who's talking about al pastor tacos?
Mhm.
Everybody in the chat talking about al pastor tacos right now. That's what's going on.
Like the seasoned marinated pork joint, man.
Yeah, they're chopped up, or is it pork? Yeah,
It's like cubed up, or not cubed up, but yeah.
or like carnitas. I get them all confused, man.
I know. You know what's fucked up is like I walk up into every single taqueria, and then they're proud of me, right? They're like, oh, mijo, and they start talking to me. I go, oh no, chino. and then they even look at me crazier too, because sometimes I'll be like, can you add lettuce on it?
Wow, Deontay Johnson's only had 1 snap tonight.
I know. I'm burning a start with him.
Yeah, I do like cilantro, chopped onion, and then like I'll do the cebolla that's grilled or whatever. Also, cheese. It just depends, right? Usually, I'll do the queso fresco like crumbled on top, and then like a super hot sauce or something. That's usually how I roll.
For me, Tapatio is the goat to me.
Tapatio.
Yeah, I love Tapatio. Ooh, there it is. It's settled. I'm the Tapatio guy next year for Halloween. I don't know if I'm capable of growing a mustache like that. I should learn some Spanish though. So when I do go up in the taquerias, you know what I mean? My girl gets the same shit too because we look hella Hispanic than a mother.
I was the same. It's like, dame un orden de bistec con todo al lado y charo bean or whatever, you know, random shit. Hudson. Oh, Hudson scored?
Yeah.
14-7. I missed the touchdown.
I'm kind of mad that it was Hudson.
KC's going to have some serious decisions to make. They only have 22.7 in cap space next year.
So
I can't wait to see
Cap space doesn't exist, Lee. Doesn't matter.
Nothing to anybody makes sense any of these days.
Yo, the Saints have been like $50-60 million.
Yeah, I know they're minus 77 next year.
They'll just move it around and restructure somebody.
The Chargers are gonna. They were over the cap $50 million last year with fucking Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
Oh yeah, I recall that quite well.
And I remember the same thing. You were tripping. I was like, that ain't shit, bro. They'll trade Keenan and they'll cut Mike Williams. Bomb.
Yep. Boom, 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 gone. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that shit doesn't. Every time someone restructures, they're not even taking less money. They're getting the same money.
All back in
they're just restructuring it where they're making it as a signing bonus, and that contributes to their guarantee. It's not even a signing bonus. You just get that upon signing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they'll be like, all right, so we owe you 25 this year. You're 25 against the cap. We're gonna restructure you, but now you get $5 million against the cap this year and $20 million up front. Boom. There it is. Cash over cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. New England did that shit forever.
Ever with Brady,
no one understood what they were doing for real. You know what I mean? They're like, how are they doing this with Tom Brady? No. You know what I mean? And then what do you know? The Chiefs been doing ever since Patrick Mahomes got his contract. You know what I'm saying? They've restructured his shit every year. Travis Kelce, they restructured his shit every year. Chris Jones, he just got his contract last year. They restructured him this year. It's just is what it is. Like they're all gonna get their money too.
Yep, they are. Well, who they got? They got to play. They got to pay who next year? Bolton and Creed, I believe.
Lee, I'm so sincere when I say this. Fuck the Chiefs.
You and me both. You and I,
Yeah.
both, man.
Yeah, I'm real sour right now.
Yeah, me too.
I felt like I lost the Super Bowl 2 weeks ago against them. Again.
Don't worry, I'll probably feel the same way in when do we play them? Like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You guys do got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah. Don't you have Buffalo 2 coming up?
No, we
already beat Buffalo.
We beat Buffalo.
They beat them handily too.
Yeah.
We beat the fuck out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? At first, fucking. I mean, you guys are still. Here's the thing.
They can still do that. The offense just needs to block for CJ. That's like the problem.
It's just the offensive line, bro. I'm like, and
they're good run blockers, but it's different.
Shit. Minus Diggs don't mean nothing to me, bro. When I think about
yeah, he was just like
done.
You can spread that out between Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz like it was last year.
It is.
Actually, if they keep taking shots with Tank Dell, he could be kind of like what he was last year. He's had double-digit points in the last 3 out of 4, games.
I think his ADOT was like 15 yards, right, last year.
Yeah. Somewhere around there, actually. Yeah.
What's his ADOT this year so far? This is interesting. I mean,
it wasn't that great, but it's probably gotten a little bit better after that 50-yard bomb last week.
Yeah.
He had a 40-yarder and a 50-yarder.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's the play can't develop as much, right? Unless last year he did take a lot and then do a lot after the catch, right? But they were also hitting him. His air yards were up there last year too. So he was recognizing a lot of those air yards. It wasn't just fucking Calvin Ridley. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bogartino said, "All you need to know is no hablo español, and my people will take care of the business transaction work from there."
There it is. Thank you, Jefe. Gracias, Jefe.
Oh no, Bogey's gonna get called Dak.
Now, Peacock, this one over here with the green on it, right, and the red, is that on your site?
No, this one's up on my website.
Oh,
These are just paintings, like prints that I do, like this one here. Yeah, this is Kingpin, and then that's Dr. Doom, and then I have
Okay, what's the largest size you do? Because I was looking at the large rooms today. That's why I was asking, what's the biggest size you do?
The largest one I've done is probably like a pretty good size, maybe like, something like that.
No, because the rooms we saw today, they're like pretty large, and I wanted to get a decent sized one in there. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I can do just about anything. So what I usually do is like I'll either sketch it out or I'll do like a digital design like on my deal, right? And then I'll the same way I do my other designs, and then I'll Pixart it or I'll add whatever I want in there, and then from there it's ready for me to look at and then transfer basically onto something like this. So I do a lot of pre-gaming with what I want, and then after that, like I have it usually off of just my phone or an iPad or a computer screen, and then after I've already rendered the image digitally, I'll paint it.
All right. How long in notice would you need to know though? So I know, just so I know.
Well, I mean, the more important thing would be like, what would you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna decide that in the next, week.
Yeah, okay. Well, whenever. I mean, just whenever you want to do that, then I can put it on my list. I'll get the canvas and
exactly.
do it really quickly. It would probably be like a week or two.
I'm not. You know me. I'm not in no rush. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't need that much time to like.
No, I know.
I started this one last night. And I'm basically going to be done with it. I'm just going to color the chain gold, and I'm going to leave it black and white. Maybe give them some fleshy color, right? But That way it looks different from the smoke that's coming out of his mouth. And I haven't finished all that stuff yet. The smoke.
Yeah.
It'll come into play in a while.
I'm gonna like take a look at your site, and then I'll let you know in about a week or so, and then I can just make
well, everything on my site's more digital. But like I said, I can do anything I do. I like doing comic style because it's a lot easier.
I like the comic stuff because it makes it's so real life.
It pops, it pops a lot. It's easier to paint, and like I said, I can do I can throw in a lot of extra things. Like,
yeah.
Like this one that I have here, like Dr. Doom doesn't have anything in his hand, but like I could put him holding like a little baggie of weed, or she could be having a glass of water. There could be like a glass of wine or a beer bottle, like things like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here, I can put in a bubble here, and she's saying like a quote or whatever. I can put something in her hand.
Really cool, yeah.
So I take a lot of pop art images, and I can basically
make your own.
Basically Photoshop them, but with painting.
Exactly. I hear that.
So that's the idea, anyway.
Yeah.
For some of these things, but
no, because when I was in the space today, I was looking at. I'm like, wow, I have room here, room there, and I'm thinking what I want to put on this side and stuff. I'm like, wow, this actually is pretty decent size, so I could put something in there,
Yeah, and art's always a good way to go.
Yeah. No, I remember taking graphic arts back in high school. Man, I took I did graphics / commercial art. Back then, everything was basically, it wasn't as computerized, back in the early 90s. And now it's all, everything's all computerized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I still did a lot of like print media.
Yeah, that's what I did basically hands-on stuff.
Yeah, hands-on stuff like transferring and duplicating and making like stamps and stuff like that. Yeah, so when I did my graphic arts.
I went to a technical high school. So that's how I got all my credits. I was doing, I was in shop one week, and then I had classes the next week.
That's cool. Like a traditional high school that you see in the movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. One week of shop, and then you had all your classes the next week. Like, I don't want to switch on, what's off.
Derek says, Jamo and CMC are back. Here they are.
Yep, they are. You fire CMC up. You're right.
All right, I'm back. For some reason, my camera got unplugged. But we back. Looks like the halftime's almost over as well. I'm just marking where all the black spots go. That way I don't forget later and mess up. Because it's hard to paint over black. Once you go black, never mind. We'll not finish that sentence. So we are back. Ravens have the football, and on the first play, there's a holding call. So it's going to be a 1st and 20 is my guess here for Baltimore to start the third period. Skeeter is female. She's Scooter's twin sister. That's right. Totally forgot about Scooter. See, and that's who I was picturing when you said Skeeter. So therein lies the confusion. And there's the hold again when Lamar Jackson's scrambling, just like Bogart mentioned. Once the quarterback starts moving around, the lineman has their hands in that hidden I'm holding, but I'm not holding position. Ooh, got bailed out right there. Lamar on the little scramble drill has plenty of time, stops, pump fakes, gets going again, and he's only going to pick up a yard after all of that. Wow. All right, 2nd and 19. Play clock winding down. Lamar fakes the handoff. Plenty of time. Good protection from the line. Stands in the pocket. Throws. His receiver falls down. Incomplete. 3rd and 19.
Brr.
Number 18. Who's 18? Is that Deontay Johnson?
Who?
Okay,
Oh, that might be Deontay.
Yeah, Deontay. So on the scramble drill, he would have been open. He just lost his footing. Lamar may have overthrown him. It just depends how you want to look at that. Y'all just going to ignore my trade talk? What trade talk? I didn't see.
My bad. Bring it up.
Cardinals or oh no, Carnitas. What the fuck? I thought he was talking about the Cardinals. Pastor, where are you talking about trades, Tino? I missed it. Maybe that comment didn't come through. Basically Asian, Puerto Rican. We dance and sing. Prove me wrong. I'm lost in the comment section now. Okay, I guess we're back.
Well, Peacock, I'm going to let them know on my deep, dark secret. I don't know how to read. Peacock has been aware of this for years. I once went into the wrong restroom and Peacock was like, it says woman. I had man in it. You know what I mean?
But he just signs his name with an X.
Yes. I just scribble. It looks good.
I knew somebody like that, to be honest. They just kept passing him like grades and stuff because he was an excellent athlete.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's he at now?
He was actually like running for like political something in the small town.
Oh my God, America. Only in America. And you know what? People might think it's endearing. He's like, look, when you vote for me and you see that ballot, just know that I can't read that ballot, but look at how far I came. They go, they start cheering. Fucking love them.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. That's how it works.
Like, I'm not a politician. He been telling since saying it. They voted him in there. You know?
Somebody wrote in Justin Fields. I saw.
You know, I would claim it. But everyone knows I can't read or write.
We're holding around in the pocket, scrambling, making some time. Finds Jamar Chase up the middle. Big gain. Oh, my God. Move on, everybody. Takes it to the other effing house, baby. It's a touchdown. A huge touchdown. Woo! That's going to make it 21-7 Bengals.
You know what's crazy? When the numbers actually work. Number 1 run defense. Number 29 against the pass.
Yeah, their pass defense is horrible. Plus, look, Chase looked like the fastest guy on earth. It looked like he was varsity and everybody was JV on this play.
You know what's so crazy too? Okay, cool. Now I'm coming up on this play now. Finally, you know what's so crazy though? About because they also don't have pass rush for real.
Yeah, they just traded for help, didn't they?
I mean, dude. No.
Oh, no, I was thinking the Lions did. Never mind.
They paid Mad Buki going into this year because he broke out last year. Shout out to my man, Mad Books. But he ain't been shit all year, too. Like, he's not hitting home. Because, you know, when you have a decent pass rush or a good pass rush even, you don't have to have the greatest corners, right? Because they're going to get disrupted shit thrown their way. You know what I mean?
That's the Texans' plan. But they're
that's the Niners for years.
Yeah.
But see, you guys got Stingley. You know what I mean? Like,
he was at least locked down. And Lassiter's proven to be pretty good as a rookie.
He's fucking good, dude.
Yeah, he was a steal. I think him and Bullock were both like, what? I don't know if they're products of the pass rush, right? But
well, they were able. No. Here's the thing: is that because actually, you know what? You guys are one of the more pressuring teams, though.
Yeah, they're in the
it makes it even better though when you have a good ass cornerbacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Seattle, if Seattle had more than just Boye Mafe up there, they would be vicious because they have good corners. But yeah, you get time in the pocket, then motherfuckers double move somebody down the field and the ball's coming their way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm always worried about every week. And they do give that up. The Texans do it at least once a week.
That is kind of crazy. And then you guys are going up against the best pass pro line right now, or this week.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, what's vulnerable? I think their center is actually the
Lions are going to try to run and dominate, but the Texans are actually pretty good against the run. So I'm thinking it's going to be a stupid Jameson Williams game.
I think, I buy into this a lot where, like, I think D'Amico got something for Golfo because he didn't play against him for so long. You know what I mean?
Confident, like in the stupid press conferences lately. He's like, "We're a good team. We just got to play better." I'm like, I guess, dude, will play better. Like,
I love that actually, because you know what?
They didn't make no moves.
Dak Prescott's like, we really do fucking suck. You know
yeah, that's totally different, I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
True that.
Dak, you don't fucking suck. You play for America's team. That star on your helmet means something.
Damn, I wonder how he feels like if he knew that he was gonna. Well, it doesn't matter because he's hurt now, so that media can't interview hurt players.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying.
So they can't ask him about that. It's gonna be like
I never realized that till when you pointed out when Joe Mixon was coming back. You're like, Joe Mixon did some interviews this week. He's coming back, and I was like, really? And you're like, yeah, they don't ever interview injured players. I'm like, damn, they don't ever for real.
They can't because I don't know. It's like I guess against the HIPAA stuff.
Well, but you know what's funny about HIPAA because it doesn't exist. It's like opposite HIPAA. And you talk about NFL player, major league players in general, right?
Yeah.
When you're in the NBA or the NFL, all your it's not doctor. I'm a doctor. Yeah, there it is.
Client privilege or whatever. It's like public information.
Doctor patient confidentiality.
There you go. That's the one.
I probably said it wrong too.
No, I think you got that one.
All right, I did get the ding.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, there it is.
It's like
it's got to be.
Yeah, say explain that.
I'm a fucking doctor. That's how the song goes. There's actually lyrics to it. But see, so here's the thing: a HIPAA violation would be when you fuck around and let somebody else info be known to somebody else that isn't privy to it, which could be even just writing it down somewhere, even like doing charts. Like, most things is all digital now, right? But I would imagine it was easier back in the days to get away with some HIPAA violations. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. I'm a doctor.
6, Ravens at 32.
I'm
Shotgun.
a doctor.
And up the middle, Derrick Henry for 2 yards.
I'm a doctor. I'm a fucking doctor. I'm a fucking doctor. That's what I sing every time I hear that shit. You guys can't hear me.
It works.
Yeah, I know somebody who it was one of my girls' coworkers. This motherfucker did a HIPAA violation, but it was like it was still paper shit. Like the charts were still like by hand.
Yeah.
And it was, I forget what, but he ended up suing them and then they settled out with him.
We'll settle it all right now.
Yeah.
Out of court.
And what's so funny is like I don't know. I don't ever like talk about the people that I work with to my girl like that, but like my girl sure does. So it's like I ain't never met none of her coworkers, but I know all about these motherfuckers, right? And then I picture them in my mind, right? At this one time, bro, we ran into one of her coworkers, and I swear to God, it was exactly like how I pictured it. I swear, I fucking knew it. She's like, she's Filipino and she's like 5 years older than us. I was like, oh, okay, boom, got it. That means like very plain Jane. She had 3 kids, so she's like, and she's Filipino, so she's short and probably plump. Like, when I saw her, boom, nailed it. And I swear, if I wasn't like an alleged D-boy in my heyday, I wanted to do the behavioral science shit.
I have a political
like,
science degree, so I was in the behavioral science building a lot. I took psychology courses and all that junk.
I would step on the scene, right? On the murder scene, like 32-year-old white male, 5'8", 5'9". Start looking around. Virgin. I'm telling you, I'll nail it. Yes, crime of passion. She didn't give it up. He killed her. Boom. Put the APB out. Yes, look for a white male, virgin, 5'8".
Lamar under pressure has to get rid of one quick, drives it into the dirt. It's now 2nd and 15. I guess there's a penalty on first down. Didn't see that. The pocket did collapse on that last play, though. Cincinnati's had 44 plays for 263 yards, time of possession nearing 20 minutes. Baltimore, 29 plays, 129 yards, nearing 15 minutes of time of possession. So that first quarter, the Bengals, I guess, held onto the ball, got the score, and then they went bang, bang after that.
Drive, man. That first score was a 6+ minute drive, 7-minute drive, actually.
Lamar on a designed quarterback keeper picks up about 4 or 5. He faked the screen out wide and then just it was like a delay. Keep a draw, if you will.
Okay, they're on the 42-yard line. How far am I behind you? Pause,
Yeah.
That was the extra delayed. Who is it? Who is it?
My wife's hanging a photo.
Oh. Hey, she be doing some handy shit. I be forgetting that she's like a carpenter for real.
Pretty much.
And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Don't mind that noise in the background. My wife's using the buzzsaw. She's using a sander.
that usually does.
Badass. And I actually was privileged to meet your Mrs. Peacock. And she's a tiny little thing, too. Yeah. Building this grandiose furniture and shit.
She could have been Filipino.
Yeah, but see, Filipinos after they have a few kids plump. You know what I mean? They get real islander looking. You know what I mean?
It's reverse action.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hispanic women, they just stay slim. It's like actually I've met some Mexicans that had they had the childbearing hips right out the gate. You're like, oh
yeah, those are the ones in San Antonio that Charles Barkley's always talking about.
The Charles.
Oh, what did Tito say? What am I painting, bro? So I am actually, this is Kingpin, and he's like exhaling some smoke. So I'm getting to that in a bit, but the smoke part's gonna be tricky.
I really fuck with what's his name? D'Onofrio.
Daredevil.
Yeah, what's the actor's name that plays Kingpin in there? So good.
Oh, Vincent
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, the guy from Cell. And he's from Law and Order. So good. I love that actor. When he was Kingpin, I remember I saw an interview. He's like, yeah, had to put on a few. It was really good preparing for this role. Like he was like all about it. Like,
oh, Tito said, I barely noticed your painting. You need a painting channel. Yeah, Bogart said like I should record and like time lapse it, and then he would narrate over the time lapse.
Yes. No, see, but it would be Bo Ross. John Bo Ross. Yes, happy trees. He's not even painting trees. Little happy trees. Look at that. Look at the sky. Look at the sunshine. Look at Mr. Sunshine.
This is mostly just
popping
mostly
out.
just shadow.
Look at Kingpin. Just having a great day. I murdered 3 people. I put out 3 hits today, and they all were successful. Blowed smoke out. Yeah. So, is that like acrylics?
Yeah, so these are acrylics. This one's like a matte kind of black finish, just regular craft paint or whatever. And then once it's done, I'll probably put a gloss over it. But I haven't put a gloss over any of these because, like I mentioned, I could probably go back and like change them or like Photoshop other things into the picture if somebody wanted.
Cool.
Change a little blurb, whatever the text they're saying, or like put something in somebody's hand that wasn't originally in the painting that I did. So.
Yeah, and this is kind of how the whole idea started, huh? With the GWN, I was like, dude, you should do a show and like stream it to your shit too, bro. Like, you're already doing commission art. I'm like, and you just do art, period. I'm like, that'd be cool. And then with StreamYard, you can record it in the StreamYard like hours upon hours.
Oh yeah, and then I could play it later at some time. That's true because it'll let you record it and keep the stuff.
Yeah.
I just have to delete some of our old shows that have been archived.
Yes. And then
Here we go. Tino said HIPAA is for union members. Remember that on insurance claims team. Okay, cool. Hey, shout out to Papa Guru. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Oh, he's playing versus the Guru this week. And they have the same record, so he needs to kick his ass. He has Brown and Henry playing right now, and he doesn't have anybody. Yeah, you got to get up. Hopefully, Henry scores a TD, and then you should be in pretty good, pretty smooth sailing after that.
Whenever you have like Thursday night players that do well, because it doesn't have anything to do with your opponent's lineup, right? But then they start thinking like, oh no, I'm behind. I might need to play this boomer bust wide receiver.
Yeah, that's typically what I do sometimes, and it messes me up.
Yeah, I love it. Anytime I'm down on a Thursday against somebody, I just stay the course. Like, all right, don't let it fuck with me. It has nothing to do with me right now.
Oh no, Chase Brown dropped an easy catch.
Oh, come on.
And he got pummeled afterwards. Chase Wellner, not Chase Brown. Chase says they just showed Ravens fan yelling, "We look like assholes out there." Yeah, they're down 21-7 at home.
Baltimore fans seem unruly.
Afterlife says, I just need Hill to give me 15 receiving and 8 rushing on an 11 leg. Let's go. Hit 9 on an 11. It could happen. I mean, we could get it. If the Bengals score again, we could get into super catch-up mode.
Yeah, because that's what you would need for a Justice Hill game script, right? And then, a lot of those sites, too, if you got 9 out to 11, I might cash. I'm like,
Tino's trying to run a chat full. He says, who eats Arby's?
I like Arby's.
There's some around. I really don't frequent. They're few and far between here. I've been to Arby's maybe once or twice. I've never seen an Arby's.
Like the first time I ever went to an Arby's, I didn't seen the commercial. I was a grown man already.
I've had Arby's once in my life, I think.
And this motherfucker, thing. I ordered the sandwich. It came out, it was small as a bitch. And I said, oh, that's what they do in the commercial. They put it this way. They make it look like it's all. And then they got the dude with the big ass voice. We are the meats or whatever.
Yeah, we got the meats. So Tanner Hudson in the slot. Nice, easy, quick first down, 12, 13 yards.
Let's go.
Pitch and catch. So Bengals out of trouble there. They're now out past their own 20 with a first down. I see Arby's commercials all the time. I feel like eating Arby's like crazy. Yeah, dude, I don't even know. There's one like an hour from here, maybe. It's the only one I've ever seen.
I love curly fries, like seasoned curly fries, like like Jack in the Box got them. It's like Arby's got them. They even got like these onion rings, but they're not like rings. They're not onion rings, but they're like onion things. But they're breaded, like strips.
Onion things.
Yeah, I like deep fried breaded things. Period.
Yeah, for sure. That's a staple anywhere, especially at fairs.
I know, right? I mean, think about it. We're Americans, right? And
Chase Brown up the middle, but he fumbles.
Oh, come on!
He got spun around and popped, and he's looked kind of bad these last couple of plays. I mean, he dropped that pass. Like maybe he's getting too much work or some shit. Not good, Chase Brown.
Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, he luckily has that touchdown, but he just lost the fumble right there.
He has 3 fumbles on the year, and I think that's the second lost.
Oh, so he got hit. They spun him around, and when he was getting spun around, the guy who was holding on to him stripped it. Humphrey with the strip.
Pronounced with an Humphrey.
With an Humphrey. Pronounced with a hump.
Yo, ladies. Oh, how I love to hump thee. And all your rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I stand tall, y'all, but not like Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, I have some of those disguised glasses with a nose.
Ooh,
and a mustache.
badass.
The kids got them for Halloween. They're over there in the kitchen.
You know what, too? They totally work.
They do. Like, if you put those on, somebody can't tell who you are, bro. For the most part, like,
I mean,
changes your whole face.
Superman just changes his hairstyle a little bit. Puts the
Okay, I mentioned this the other day. The Zoe Deschanel chick, without the bangs and without the glasses or whatever, she's a completely different person. Would never recognize her. Oh, Derrick Henry on the loose.
See, that's why I love the X-Men, because they were like, we have powers and we want to be accepted. You know, it was like racism and shit, right? That's what that was the whole spiel, right? It was everything they dealt with was like prejudice.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And like your powers didn't kick in until you're like, hormonal. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in like puberty.
16-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
That way you can be go to the school for the gifted.
Right.
Oh, did I send it to you? Maybe I didn't. So I found the X-Men intro, but from Japan.
Oh, that one's badass.
Hell yeah, that goes hard,
tight. Bro. Back in the days, like when on the Wild West YouTube days, they had the whole seasons up there.
Damn.
Subtitles in English, and that shit was sick. It was like watching the comics, but better, an anime version.
Yeah. Hold up.
Kind of tight. Oh. This is crazy.
All right, I'm back. My wife hung up a picture of a dog, and my dog came over and was just staring at it, like thought it was him.
My dad. So shout out to one of my dad's uncles in the Philippines. I couldn't tell you his name because I never met him, but my dad comes back from the Philippines one day, right? And then my mom's like, they're arguing, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm already smoking weed with my dad at this point. So I'm in the mix, like, what the fuck out you, man? Relax. What y'all fighting about? And he's like, your mom doesn't want me to hang this painting that your uncle made. It was like a Mona Lisa, right? Like he painted a Mona Lisa, right?
Yeah.
It looked legit, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
But it was creepy as all hell. Because that motherfucker, the eyes looked at you, you know what I mean? And then like my dog always would just be going at it. I had a mini Doberman at the time. He would just be going at it, bro.
Wow.
Like, and I'm like, yo, and it creeped me out that the dog was on it because they always say
that's the thing. It's creepy, yeah.
Yeah, the dog's, you know what I mean?
But we got a Derrick Henry touchdown.
Let's go.
There you go, Pops.
You got a brown and a king. Hey, damn.
Pop says, "Where's JD tonight, aka Carlo?" He was here. He probably had to step out for a bit. Maybe he's munching, but he'll probably be back. His camera's still up there, or he's still in the lab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're a free flowing show. You know what I mean? We don't really. What's funny about it too is like with the whole when we were talking about the trade thing in the Nice Guys League, it's like
there is.
Well, this guy ain't tripping, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like,
right?
yo, relax, bro. Like, because did he think he was gonna get like his case heard and he was gonna?
I don't know. I was driving home, and I literally like after I read one of the last messages or whatever, and I was like, I'm not gonna reply, and I was like, I just laughed a little bit, and I was like, it's literally fantasy, bro, to myself when I was driving.
And like, okay, this guy that we're talking about, right? You know, I've done content with him before, like shows with him and the Icon, and
yeah,
it's cool because this dude is like a boss, like you know what I mean, like. His name like suits him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
He was in this fucking grandiose house with like high ceilings and fucking panoramic windows, like he's somewhere in SoCal. Like, you know what I mean? He's just a baller. Like, he owns like a. And I'm like, bro, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Like,
yeah. I texted you and I was like, maybe he hadn't had lunch yet. You know, sometimes people get that way. So I kind of like once I realized that, I was like, I just chilled. What's up?
You know, even Steamboat, he'll come on here, right? And he'll be like, sorry guys, I haven't been myself. I just had a Snickers though. So
that's why when you said like people were saying like just to kick him out or whatever, I was like, nah, like it's cool. Like, although this is like the second time.
Like, I just love him even more now.
Yeah, this is like the second time he's kind of like stirred a little stuff, but it's okay.
It's also the second time everyone collectively was like, shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you, man? That's why I pointed out, like, yo, go in on the Dallas Cowboys. Go in on the Tennessee Titans. Organizations do dumb shit sometimes. And you have to be a part of that organization at that point. Ironically, they're called the organization, too. That's their team name. I love you, Icon.
For real.
Don't kill me.
No, man, it was fun, though. The whole situation, though, is just hilarious because...
And when I said don't kill me, because we have a run-on joke that Gemmo is an alleged hitman. So,
yeah, he'll give you the cement boots.
It's been a great. Remember that one time?
I don't take that as a joke.
That one time he jumped over, like, where you at? It was like he was driving through the woods.
Yeah, it was all dark and shit. He's like, I can't tell you. We're like, okay.
Why are you driving through the woods at this time? Hey, for real. Oh, every time. I do not question that. Hey. I take that shit seriously. Shout out to him.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to check out a classic young Gemmo, he is available on Spotify. And I'm glad that I'm able to like, because one time he goes, bro, I got my old album. I'm like, yeah, put it up on stream.
The LaRue, what is it? The
Rock LaRue.
Rock LaRue.
Yeah, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I gave him the channel. I said, listen, go through DistroKid. You can put this shit up and it'll be up overnight. He's like, really? I said, yes, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I told the same thing to Nelly. I get a kick. I mean, that's part of my bread and butter. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to me and my guys, bro. HMN Head Nod Music Group. Shout out to HMNG. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We make money off this music shit, recording other people's music. And
it went right back to Chase Brown for the catch. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, didn't mean to cut you off, Bogart, but for those of you that don't know, check out Mr. Bogart Scott Free right here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Which one should we do?
Well, before you play it, I do want to say it's a real specific high when you watch someone make their music and they put it out and they get to feel that joy of it being available for people to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
It's like anytime somebody buys a shirt or a piece of art off of me, it's just like, cool, man, you know, so it's the same deal.
It's the same thing.
Exactly. And I like to just do art to put it out there. That way I can have it. Like if I ever disappear.
Art is meant to be seen, heard, felt, drive emotion. You know, I get the same thing when we do the content for the fantasy football, because we would play fantasy football regardless if we didn't do content. Content actually helps us, so to speak, right? Like as warriors playing double-digit leagues and let's go run.
I'm gonna do one we haven't played in a minute.
Prime one, that's him. I said, who that? Act like you knew that. Bogart Rock, Papa's got a brand new bag. Living in this city, sorta kinda like New Jack. When the night fall, we gon' ball, throwing blue racks. Hey, fuck is wrong with you? You can't play with me. I make the product move, the game is made for me. Finna charge it to the game, shit ain't for free. Take the chip home, ready that parade for me. Hey, make my presence felt, there's no denying me. Yeah, I know I'm the shit, thanks for reminding me. Yeah. School of hard knocks, check my degree. Do the math, it don't add up for you. Tryna minus me, yeah. I take flight and no one flies me. I ain't polite, still ain't nobody nice as me, yeah. Provide my seeds with the finer things. The irony, the pharmacist had to provide the streets. Yeah, the arsonist, burn it up 108 degrees. Yeah, we lit them like the suckers make believe. They can't believe we on the grind 8 days a week. Wood full of dead out. Can't nobody.
Yeah.
I remember I had my homie, right? He hit me. He's like, bruh. I said, first of all, I hadn't talked to him in a minute. And he only calls me when he's absolutely wasted. Calls me, right? Hey, Bo. I'm like, what's happening, bro? How you been? He's like, ain't nobody fuck with me. Fuck with me. Hey, play with me. Play. He's like fucking the lyrics up. He has it all dyslexic. Gee, don't fuck with me. Play with me. And I'm like, yeah, you heard the new shit. Yeah.
Funny.
But it drove a feeling. It drove an emotion enough for him to call me. Like, oh, bro, I heard the new shit.
Man, Chase looks like once Chase gets the ball in his hands, he looks fucking fast, bro. First down, Jamar Chase.
Uh-oh. I can hamburger. You know what's crazy? Mimi, I mean, my girl is no match.
Happens when you buy a car as is.
My girl cannot handle me. Mimi is an absolute little Bogart.
I run it though, blah.
A little Bogart. She's
crazy. Like they were all pretty. My oldest was the little Bogart too. She was crazy. Then my 11-year-old and my son. When they were that age, they were mad chilling, bro.
Mad Mookie with a sack on Burrow.
Shout out to Papa Guru, man. Oh, every day.
Yeah, we got Chase Brown and the King Henry.
100%.
Yeah, and then we had a heavy dose of Chase Brown, like 4 or 5 plays in a row.
He said I look like his brother-in-law.
Carlo.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Carlito.
I was like, what is he? I was like, there's no way he thinks he's Hispanic. You know what I mean? Carlo, maybe Puerto Rican. I don't think I've ever met a Puerto Rican Carlo.
I've been mistaken for like the Indian, not like the Indians from America, but the Indians on the other side.
Oh, for real? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey, listen, bro. I've been walking.
Some of the areas where my parks is, it's in the Indian community. You know, sometimes you know what I mean. They all live in the community, and sometimes like right down the street.
I can see how that could happen.
I went to school. Some of them my homeboys, man, 100%.
My man, shout out to the Indians, bro.
100%. But when I be like at work, it's been plenty of times where they damn near come up and give a motherfucker want to give them a hug.
Yeah.
And I had to ask what they say. Oh no, I'm not that. Oh, I swear to you. So I've been mistaken for that. Motherfucking Hispanic, 100%, bro. They call me white boy on YouTube, 100%. Why did white boy get to saying the N-word? You're gonna be checking him when he say the N-word.
You know what's funny is like I know you're half black and half white, but I never thought you were like you looked predominantly white ever.
That's funny.
Like, you know, dude.
I'd have been caught it. Oh, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was a Puerto Rican at first.
Oh, my mama. No, 100. Shout out to my Boricua. So one of my
Puerto Rico, stand up.
So 2 of my best friends, they brothers. One named Axel, one named Nooney. 100%. They last name. No, I can't say their last name.
Axel legend.
They full Boricuas, 100%. And one of them, they say we look like twins, 100%. So you know what I mean? Oh, every day. So shout out to Axel and Nooney.
Yeah, one time when I was working for some alleged job, he's like, my boy's about to meet you up. And I could hear them on the phone, right? He's like, yeah, he's like a Puerto Rican looking motherfucker. He got a red shirt on. Like, okay, word. Like, you know, he's describing like me to the dude, you know, but I don't know.
Oh, my mama.
You know what I mean? It's like you should have just went with he has a red shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
matter of fact, my bro Wax. So Wax came back here one day when not Wax that I do the podcast, but we call Axel Wax. You know, Waxel Foley, Axel Foley. That's
Axel Foley.
100%. So I've said this on the pod plenty of times. So Axel is he's the originator of our slang from my community.
Yeah, you were saying that, and some of them slangs actually, I haven't heard Mozzie say some of them slangs.
100%.
If I knew an Axel, I'd definitely be calling him Axolotl, like the little salamander thing, the Mexican salamander.
I would always go with Axl Rose or Axel Foley.
So look, so this motherfucker, he come back here.
Or Axel from Streets of Rage.
I'm back here doing the pod. We doing the pod one night. It's us. We doing one of the Jim Wells shit, right? And so my cousin Lee right here, he know Axel. So Lee 10 years younger than me, and Ax like a year or two older than me. So he been knowing him his whole motherfucking life, right? So I got, Bogey, I don't know if you remember me. I got a big ass Rottweiler back here, right? So this bitch is crazy. Excuse my language. My dog is crazy.
No. You're being analytically correct.
I was gonna say,
dog is a bitch.
100%.
Politically and scientifically correct.
100%.
We'll allow it.
Lee is in the front. My cousin Lee, he in the front, but he tell Axel, man, Jerick in the back there. So this motherfucker just walks past the dog, and the dog don't do nothing to him. So that's how I know this motherfucking family. 100%. This motherfucker ain't never been back here with that dog. 100%.
Yeah.
I done had the dog for 4 years. 100%. This his first
no, bro.
And Lee always say that. Well, he just walked past the dog. Ooh. Oh, everything. Shit was crazy, bro. So
I'm not walking past that dog.
oh, everything.
I always ask, like, can I walk past this dog?
Dogs. You know what's crazy? I think like I just do something to dogs, bro. Like dogs go crazy when they see me, bro. Like they don't like me. You know what I mean? Like I used to, I would walk my daughter to school, like growing up, like when my daughter was growing up, walking her to school. You park because we're always late. You know what I'm saying? Just not get good parking. So we got a parkway in the back, and I'm walking her up there. And there was always this corner house, and this dog, he don't just bark. He's not going crazy. There's hella people walking. As soon as I'm walking by, it's like on the other side of a fence.
Yeah.
You can't even see me. Unless you can see through the little fucking cracks or something, but like
that's what they
every day is going and I'm to the point I started taking it personal. Man, fuck this dog.
I had one of my
banging on the fence. You can't get me.
Hey, I had one of my neighbors come up to the house the other day in the morning time and told me that my dog was standing up on some of the tires back there over there, peeking over the fence.
Just barking.
Everything over there trying to scare motherfuckers going across. I was walking up and down the street like, man, what the fuck?
I had a mini Doberman, right? This motherfucker would get onto the top of the fence somehow. And then I would just be like washing dishes. And I had a view. There was a window. I had a view of the backyard. I'm just washing dishes. Then I'd see a squirrel across the top of the fence. Then I'd see him.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck did he get outside?
My dog, hey, so
fence?
in a span of like 3 days, maybe about 5 days, my dog caught 3 squirrels.
Hey.
Hey, listen. Hey, let them know. Tell your friends about me.
Squirrels, they just be running, and my dog, she could damn near leap over a 5-foot fence, bro. When I used to take when I was doing my yard service before my little bullshit that happened, and I took my truck and trailer out the backyard, and it's a 5-foot fence that separate where the truck and trailer is to where I would have to keep her at because she.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Tore it out. But when I separate her, man, that brought a try and leap over the fence, bro. No lie. I'm like, her head it's a 5-foot fence, maybe about 4.5, 4.8, something like that at the most, or at the least, damn near 5. And man, her neck is clearing the gate, bro. No,
like she could put her paws up there and she's like can already peek over just standing.
No, she's jumping, bro, vertical.
Oh shit.
Jumping.
I had a
neck is over the gate. 100.
What's it called? A beagle. There it is.
I got a beagle. That's what I got.
Right. I had a beagle, and my neighbor had a Rottweiler. This motherfucker broke through the joint, taxed and waxed the beagle, and then the beagle had puppies, right? And
y'all watch this. Y'all watch this play. Don't mean to cut you off, but this is like a long ass touchdown.
Is it a
It's
tie?
like a 90-something yarder or some shit, I think. If he didn't step out of bounds. For Lamar Jackson passing touchdown. Wallace on the score.
Who in the fuck is that?
Tylen Wallace, a nobody.
Oh, my bad. He's like, God damn it, his name is Tylen.
Oh, he was right in front of the official. He didn't step out, bro.
My bad, Tylen.
Wow.
I'm seeing Derek Henry.
That saved the Lamar. Wow, they're in this thing now.
Please forgive me, Tylen. Oh, my mama. That's his name.
Oh, that's close. They're going to have to look at the foot before that one.
They're going to have to check every blade. And wow, this is going crazy.
The chat in the stream east is going crazy right now.
That's wild. I'm glad I turned around and saw the play.
Oh, here it go right here. I'm seeing it. Yep.
Oh yeah, so the neighbor,
He went in bounce.
Yeah, the boy that pushed him, he gave up, and the boy that was after him thought that he did go out. It looked like his brother that pushed him, he pushed him in the back, and since they was on the sideline, he thought the momentum did take him out into to out of bounds.
He kept going though because they ain't blowing no
He
whistle.
kept pushing. Oh my mama.
Yeah, you play to the whistle.
Facts.
Hey, they're gonna give that to. We're gonna go to New York to Dean Blandino.
We got a game now. We got a game now.
I like it.
21-20. And they're going to keep the extra point tied up.
I haven't really gambled outside of the beginning of the year. I haven't really gambled on these games.
Oh, shit.
Tino says in the future, the NFL will have every blade of grass downloaded for every touchdown.
For real, no, huh?
Oh, is a Tucker missed extra point? Of course. Because he sucks now. Like, he sucks.
That ain't nothing but Vegas. Hold on, no. What was the spread going into this motherfucker?
For real.
That ain't nothing but
Hey,
Vegas.
Justin Tucker probably owes a gang of money, man.
100%.
We need to get Lee to go and do some research on it.
That motherfucker used to be automatic from like 55 on in.
There was a game.
Them 50s and shit is in not even bang point.
There was a game. I want to say this might have been 2015 or 2016. It was one of them years, but it was a Baltimore versus Minnesota in the absolute snow in Baltimore. Right? It was snowing like crazy, and they go ahead and they kick all field goals to win. I think they kicked 6 field goals. Then they talked to Justin Tucker after the game, and he said, "I just want to shout out everyone that owns me in fantasy." And I was like, "Man, I love Justin Tucker."
Tucker's playing against himself in fantasy.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is, big bro.
He is every week.
Oh my mama, 100%.
I think he's missed the most extra points this year, close to like what he's missed in his career.
I had a league mate that traded for him at the draft or the day after the draft or the night of.
I laugh at anyone who drafts him for real.
Oh my mama, it was a trade. Shout out to my league mates. I ain't gonna say you niggas' name. Excuse my language. I won't say y'all boys' names, but yeah, it was a trade that happened in Mexico that involved brother just missed that extra point. Please forgive me, I can't think of his name right now.
I'm glad that you put geographically where it had occurred, because then you can naturally assume that there was some Mexican indulgence going on. You know what I mean? Mexico is a fun place, man.
And like I said, it might have happened the night of the draft, or it might have happened the day after the draft. But trust me, that shit happened in Mexico this year, bro. Somebody had that boy
been
involved.
To the Philippines, and I've been to Mexico a gang of times. Love Mexico.
Is that right?
Yeah, I ain't never been.
I've never been close to Mexico, so I've been there all the time. Every time.
My dad came here in '78, right? And it was 25 years before he went back. You know what I'm saying? I was born in '84, so 25 plus 78, so it gets us to 98 plus the 5, right? That's 2000. So he didn't go back till 2003. You know what I'm saying? And even then, he's like, "Hey, I want to take you back to my home," right? And this is what I regret now looking back too, because I was just thinking about this 2 weeks that I'm finna have this crib. You know what I mean? Because I had an auntie, like legit, my mom's sister lived across the street from us. So it's like they can just go, and then I'll just make sure my sister gets to school. And then my older sister, she wasn't living with us at the time. So it was literally just me and my little sister, but we had my aunt and my uncle across the street. But I was just like, yeah, I'm about to have an open crib for 2 weeks. I'm thinking whatever old I was. Was it? It was like 2002, actually. It was 2002. Yeah, because they always go like December-ish. You know what I mean? That's like the best time to go.
Bobby, you was in that motherfucker lit, bro.
Come on, man. Slide through. Slide through. You know what I mean? But I always regret. And then he went frequently all the time. And then I was just like, I had my first kid at 22, and I was just never going to the PI because my girl would be like, fuck no, you ain't going to the Philippines. Because everybody knows when you go to the Philippines, what?
Oh shoot! I didn't realize my camera was on.
Hey, you could just line them up, bro.
The pool
It's part
cue.
of the culture.
It's part of the pool, the game pool. You line up the 8-ball with the cue ball. You know what I mean? You caught out in the corner. You know what I mean?
Bad bitch corner pocket.
Bad bitch corner pocket.
Just gotta watch out for the twisted
the
transistors out there.
That's more frequent these days, right? You gotta watch out, man.
I've seen.
I've never been
go viral on TikTok. So they call it the passport bros.
Yeah.
We've been I've seen the passport bros get caught up with the transmissions. 100%, bro.
Oh no,
that shit
Be careful out there.
Crazy.
You know, though, I'm not gonna knock anyone. Whatever your preference is, do your thing.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not judging nobody.
We're not judging, but
if that's why you're going, though, okay.
But if you are of the heterosexual type and you're going over there and everything is so cheap, you're just living like a king. You're probably wasted to the gills. You know what I'm saying? Just double check. You know what I mean?
100%. Please do.
Yeah, man.
Turn the lights on.
Turn the lights on.
Hey, who's that rapper that we was covering? He went to like Tokyo and shit. He's like, he's in them.
Huh?
That rapper we was covering. I forget his name, bro.
Oh no, it was the little young
Gibbs. Is it Gibbs? No, not Freddie Gibbs.
Is it Gibbs?
It's one of them though. It's not Gibbs. One of them, bro. Like there was all kind of footage. We didn't cover it actually, but it was in. I put it in a thread one time. I was like, "Yo, look at bro." He was in like a strip club tearing up the pole. He was like scissoring with a lady boy on a stripper pole.
Sticky with a catch.
I don't know if it was free. Yeah, get sicky with it. Change the subject.
I just had to tell you what I'm seeing over here.
No, you was just doing a good producer thing. Let Bogart get too deep down the rabbit hole. That's just gotta stop me.
Hey, they sure be going out there though, bro. 100%. It's a few of them little spots though that they be because that should be coming up in my feed though. It's this one little dude. It's this one little dude. That
it's gonna be the norm, like more than ever. I mean, it is already like the norm. You know what I mean? It's really the older generations, and I mean, when you apply for a job right now, it's gonna have all them. You know what? Change the subject.
Man, no, wait, hold on. Watch this. So it's this one.
Okay, bring it back.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna bring it back because this shit's so crazy. Watch this. So it's this one little dude that got famous on TikTok for going over to Japan, and he on his passport.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is the thing. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Continue.
Right. So he fall off into one of the little Japanese clubs off in a tut where the community is. Because this community is where worldwide. 100%. So he say
they're people too, man. Come on, right?
100%, 100%, bro. Right. So in the way that he talking in the video, the way he explaining the situation. It sounds like he got some California slang in him, unless he just like the California culture. I don't know. But the way that he talking California culture. He talking about
everybody says hella.
He talking about putting his stunners on at night or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's real bad.
And man, it was something that the boy said right that made me like, oh yeah, he might got some California ties. But long story short, he knock him something that night. He go back to the bride house, man. That was me mugging him at the club is waiting on him outside when he leave the broad house. 100%. So he 100%. He say get a little bit sticky situation, right? So that's not even the end of it. Long story short, that motherfucker gets super famous because he's still knocking shit down out there, right? But he ended up catching something or something, right? Cool. He come back to the States. He started finding brides on the motherfucking
on the social medias.
No, watch this. On the motherfucking shit that they that Kendrick called Drake. Don't say the name.
TNF files.
Yes.
Oh,
he's on the on that.
Oh, that's why they was mugging him, bro.
And he was no. He came back to the States doing that shit.
Oh no.
After he left Japan, that motherfucker came back. So he's all on TikTok doing this shit. He's recording himself on that offender list.
With children?
No. With grown people. The people that have to register.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying about the people.
He's knocking people that's on that list. That's
he's doing God's work. Oh, I still have it wrong, don't I? Oh, he's doing the PDF things?
No. He's knocking the people that have the title of being something that has the do. And he's all on the social, recording himself, finding people on that list.
He's shitting on them.
He's literally taking them down.
Oh, he's fucking them.
Yes. And that's bro, he's on TikTok. He shows you.
Oh man.
On TikTok,
I don't know how to feel about that. It's kind of like,
hey, bro, it's cold. And he ain't nothing but like 23, 24. Maybe. He ain't even 25. Like, I don't even think little bro 25. But this is how he's making his name by going on certain sites. First, he got his name by going to Japan, knocking shit down, getting beat up, catching some type of the $sign TV. You know what I mean? Then he comes home and gets on the SA offenders list and knocking broads off the SA offender list, bro. Whoa. And taking them down.
This man.
Hello. I'm trying to tell you that shit is crazy, my nigga.
Yeah. Hey, normally this would be if we were talking about anything else that piqued my interest, I would have like send me the link. That one's like I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole. I'm like, yo, that shit's crazy, bro.
I'll send you some cool documentary shit on Frankie Pulitzer and Czarface, though.
Okay, word.
I found another cool one. I was like, it's like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay. Things I didn't know.
Yeah. You kind of mentioned that earlier. I think.
Yeah, what's his face? Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Czarface.
Tom Hardy's rap career was Czarface.
Yes.
Man, Dylan Wallace out of nowhere again.
Who the fuck is this guy? How come it's not Deontay Johnson?
Hey, I'm gonna send that shit to the group chat just in case if you do want to watch.
I gotta laugh about this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mark Andrews with a catch and a first down.
I'm telling you. And then you gonna find little bro gonna be on some weird shit. Watch. Because look, this shit is like 4-5 months ago when he was in Japan, but now I've been recently seeing on World Star updating most shit on everything.
So he's finding like older women that have like fornicated, that are on the list because they like statutory rape stuff. Like,
so this is gonna be the.
But he knocking down dudes too.
No, I hope not. I hope little bro.
That's why I was like, yo, okay. Because then now I'm thinking like older women, like, or teachers. They're like, all the stories we've heard back in the days.
Watch this. So I'm gonna find the next one. So this is the one with Japan. Now I'm gonna find you the one about the SA.
Yeah, I just saw it pop up right now. I'm like, yo, okay. So this dude is on the list himself.
No. He's a fool.
So he's like an Avenger.
So what he's doing, he's making content, and so he's trying to show that he's active at knocking brides. So he goes on the SA offender list.
Oh, when he swiped right on them
on the SA offender list while he on TikTok. He's showing you on TikTok how he's sliding through the SA offender list.
Oh my god!
And knocking them and completing the score.
That's wild.
Wow.
To find this shit. So look, I just sent the one for Japan.
Dude,
I just sent the one. This is the dude that's it. Check your text. I just sent
I just saw him pop up right now.
So I sent the one for Japan. I'm finna find the one for the SA list. Watch.
This is wild, bro.
Bro, it's crazy.
Like, where do you get that idea?
I mean,
bro,
that is the powerful thing.
He making content.
Cloud is a motherfucker, bro. I remember before YouTube started really tightening up, there was a dude who used to like eat a jar of mayonnaise that he would fart into his underwear, and he would just.
And then he became the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans.
Listen, this was his dad. This dude was like morbidly obese though, and he's just wearing these tighty whities.
Okay, look.
And like they took him off YouTube at one point, but like it was definitely one of those things. Yo, bro, you ever seen this? Watch this shit. You know, like the early smartphone days, where like somebody couldn't wait to show you some shit.
Look at this shit. It says he used female. Hold on, my phone blacking out. It says he uses the female SA offender list like Tinder and clap cheeks. That's the reaction video.
Touchdown.
Dude.
Wow, and they're back in the game. They're back ahead now.
They're ahead in the game now.
That's the first time they're ever winning this game. Look at that.
That is correct.
Rest in peace, Chris. That is correct.
Remember when the Bengals were winning this entire game?
You know, to make me realize, listen, we don't want to win this game. You know what, though? Actually, division-wise, right? What would that, if they were to win this game somehow, right? Where would they
be? One game behind the Ravens, I think.
Wow. You did say that earlier. Okay.
Yeah. So they're going for 2 now because they missed the extra point earlier.
Oh, my God. If they missed this, it's going to be so funny.
They're in shotgun. Henry split offset to the right. Now Jackson changes the play. Henry split off to the left. 2 receivers at the top. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's not. It's a fake handoff, and Lamar waltzes in for 2.
There's
a wild celebration, tosses the ball in the air in everybody's face.
He finally got the lead. You know what's funny about this? That play right there? I feel like that wasn't a change of the play. That was all part of the play.
You know what I mean? It wasn't audible or nothing. It was like that's that play.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a quarterback keeper to the left the whole time.
Yeah. You got him offset to the
right. It seemed like it. I'm not going to lie to you. You look at that play, the way it was, the way that the tight end pulls from the top of the thing. That's probably exactly the way it was.
Yeah.
It was all, we're going to decoy with Henry here.
Yeah, because they're all paying attention to him.
And yeah, because he was on one side of him, and then he audible to the other side, and then he faked it to him.
That was the perfect time to do that right there, because Lamar Jackson never runs in the 5 and then within the 5-yard line. Never. That's his first. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. That might have been his first carry, unless I missed one earlier tonight. Well, that might have been his first carry within the 5-yard line this year.
To double back on your point too, the touchdown to Aguilar, it was like they were inside the 5 or in the 10, and he faked like he was going running. That's why Aguilar was so wide open.
Oh shit!
And he got behind the defense. He sucked everybody in, and Aguilar got behind the defense, and he just like
were they in shotgun?
Now that I don't remember how the formation was set up.
Were.
Yeah, to be able to run up and then boom right before the fucking.
Yeah, he completely sucked everybody in. No pause. 100%. That's how that.
Lamar is the shit.
Aguilar happened.
Damn, he's good. He's fucking good.
I mean, and then
I have him and Hurts in the 14, and they just carry me all the time.
Yeah, they do. Because you get the points for the rush attempts too, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or the, you know what I mean? The I guess they kind of call it points, decimals or whatever. 0.25 though, right? That's 4 carries. That's a point.
Yeah.
First down.
I didn't realize that. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I think we even get something for the pass attempts too. I think I ain't gonna lie.
That's good. That's the way it should be. Quarterbacks are important.
Yeah. My whole thing was, if I'm gonna play a super flex, it's a premium. Make them worth the fucking damn. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my other super flexes that aren't, it took me a while to figure that out, because I'm always trying to compare it to my super flex premiums, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to get quarterbacks early. I should fucking wait. Then I end up with Baker and fucking Derek Carr. I love you, Baker, by the way, but Derek Carr. A 14-teamer too. Now I'm forced to hold Rattler as well.
Only Derek and David Carr are like the worst. I forgot. Papa Guru had a question. Who would you play out of what 2? So it's sit 1. Brian Thomas, Khalil Shakir, Jawan Jennings.
Okay, I can't get off the Thomas play, and I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's Mac Jones, it's probably gonna be decent, bro.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is a decent passer. Trevor Lawrence is not the greatest, bro. I don't even think it's a big drop off, is what I'm saying, from Trevor Lawrence to Mac Jones as far as the way they're gonna, target.
Yeah, they're both first round QB picks, busts.
In the same class.
Hey, who did Jacksonville got this week?
They got the Vikings. It's bad.
Yeah.
I guess, huh?
Oh, he's going deep, super deep. Chase, wide open, one play, fucking see you later, touchdown.
Oh my fucking God. I'm
look, and he's trolling him. He's standing at the 1 yard line. He hasn't even crossed yet. Okay, now he did.
Fucking go. He just stood there to talk shit. Oh, I didn't shit. Oh, here it is. Here it goes.
It was too fucking easy. He just I'm telling you, he looks way faster than everybody in their secondary. Like he just ran wide open. Lamar Jackson's barely catching his fucking breath, bro.
I'm just now seeing the kickoff, bro.
I'm sorry, I ruined it for y'all. I just turned around and was like,
I got shares of Burrow. Was it a 75-yarder? Was it from the 30?
Yeah, I didn't see the very beginning. I just turned around when he launched it. So he was standing way behind the line of scrimmage, right? So I don't know. He hit him in stride. I thought he overthrew him, and Chase, of course.
Yes, sir. We get the bonus. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have Chase going. Chase and Burrow in a league somewhere.
Hey, why the Ravens didn't go get Lattimore? They're
you know what? I had a theory about this.
Talk about
it. Didn't they get somebody though? I thought they got somebody in the secondary. Or am I imagining that shit?
They just got back Marlon Humphreys.
Who got Lattimore? Where did Lattimore go? The Commanders?
The Redskins. The
Commanders.
Yeah, I have a theory on this though, is because that organization, John Harbaugh, not a lot of people fuck with him, bro. And even Ozzie Newsome, just like how a lot of people didn't fuck with New England like that. You know what I mean?
Well, they
don't want to help.
They screwed at their offers. They don't back down. You know what I mean? That's why they are who they are. They got their first one in what? Fucking 2002, and they came into the 97, 96.
2000.
So they got 2000, but they came into the league in 96, 97.
Those were the Browns. It was the Browns with Belichick and that whole crew. Saban, Ozzie Newsome.
This could have been the Browns.
No, seriously. And then they shut them down, create Baltimore, and then that first draft, they took the draft board that Belichick was building up, and on top of his fucking draft board was Ray fucking Lewis.
Yeah, well, Jonathan Ogden went first, and then Ray Lewis went.
Well, I'm talking about on Baltimore's list.
Oh,
on the top of the list, but that was Belichick's list because they spent that year prior getting,
working together to build the list.
And then they got rid of they moved the organization
in Cleveland as well. Ozzie was there in Cleveland as well. Yeah. He made the transition with Art Modell to go to the
Ravens, and they booted Belichick because they knew that he was going to be like a control freak. They knew it. You know what I mean? But you know what's ironic is ironic.
He just ran the defense though, didn't he?
He Bill Belichick was the head coach of that team.
Okay.
So this was all his staff.
So my boy Saban was over there still.
Yeah, Saban was his OC. I think it was. If I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what's crazy too is this was his favorite team growing up, Belichick. You know what I mean? So here he is. They were shitty back then too. Then he got them into the playoffs. He was and then they're move the organization. And then they even brought back the Browns eventually, obviously.
Yeah, it was a stable franchise. They came back with Tim Couch. I think Tim Couch was their first pick coming back as the Browns, 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, they took that whole because there's a whole documentary on this shit, right? And this is why I even know about it. I'm not gonna act like I remember this from when I was a kid and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, they goddamn took his whole system.
Lamar almost picked, but the DB dropped the pass. Sorry,
they definitely took his whole shit. He was this is how we evaluate players. This is how the big board, he made. I'm pretty sure everyone had their big board, but he was all about the big board. These are the players that we're targeting. This is why. This, you know what I mean? Had the Alpha David on the scout report, everything, whatever the fuck you imagine. He would never leave a stone unturned. They took that with them.
Yeah,
you know I mean, Ozzie Newsome took that with them, and then and Bill Belichick, he was real sour about it too. Like, you know what I mean, till this day he brings it up, and he has a great deal of respect for them. You know what I mean? But
I mean that motherfucker, man. We can already go back to the fucking Spygate, Deflategate.
Yeah, I respect winners.
You know what I mean? It's all
You
tight.
do what you got to do to win.
You can't throw a rock and hide and then complain when a motherfucker throw a rock at your motherfucking glass window. 100%.
You ain't lying up.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. 100%.
I mean,
That's
he came.
what they all say.
Belichick came from the Parcells like lineage, right?
100%, man. He was motherfucking Lawrence Taylor's linebacker coach, bro.
No.
100%.
They was letting him do all kinds of coke too.
That's the first thing I thought of. Rashad Bateman sighting.
The banana in the tailpipe. You ain't gonna fall for the bait, man.
Don't fall for the bait, man.
Oh my mama. Fucking bait, man. Let's go. Let's see if they can answer within these 5 minutes. Trying to get Henry swung out. Fuck you, Stream East. I used to vouch for Stream East. Now I'm not vouching for them no more.
It's hit or miss. They have like different like extensions at the end. It's like .io or AI, whatever, all these other ones. So some of them work and some of them don't. I think they throw out like some dummies. That way they don't get busted.
Yeah. Well, that one I don't have a problem with. It's just it's buffering right now. Like when we be back here on the Sunday show, I have the Stream East for the red zone, and then I split the screen on my computer screen so I can watch my YouTube TV for whatever local game is playing. So it really don't be buffering on Sundays, but you know, I guess since I don't know if it has because they're doing Prime. I don't know what it is, bro.
Because it's on Prime, right?
Yeah, it's on Prime on everything. I don't got Prime.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck, man. This shit crazy. Like right now it's running smooth, but then in like 2 minutes it's gonna be buffering and it's gonna skip plays. Been doing that shit for all night. I think I had to shut this shit down last stream because this shit was pissing me off. And I was just freestyling, everything.
It's the bandwidth.
That's what it is, punk motherfuckers.
Let's get the bandwidth back together.
Right?
Derrick Henry rumbling and stumbling. Oh, they pulled his pants down. You saw his ass cheek.
Oh. Get heads up, though. Get your head at me.
They showed it on the replay. First down, Derrick Henry. Dirk.
You gotta love the divisional matchups, though, right? Because it's like, you know, everyone probably automatically thinks it would have been like a Bengals getting shellacked. You know what I mean?
The uneducated fan, sure.
Yeah, right. Lamar's the MVP, bro. They don't even factor in like anything else on the team. I stopped getting arguments with people like that years ago. Yeah. I started to realize, like, oh yeah, there is like an actual like casual fan that doesn't know anything about football for real.
No, those people will just double down and then they get super behind their own stance. Like, there's no
yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like the countless people that were like, the Brock sucks, man. He's not even good. It's Shanahan's system.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, he has all these players. Like, he has like all the best weapons, and you know what I mean? Okay. Like, do you watch the games? He still has to get it to those players. Even like obsessing over football for like the last like 14 years, like for real, because that's been the fantasy era for me. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell when someone has good footwork and doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When they look good on the field and they don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's that simple. Like, oh,
that's the eyeball test.
There it is. The eyeball.
Passing tests. Nico passed all his tests. What's all this Texans fuck shit right now, man? If it's gamesmanship, well then kudos. But if it's not, I'm gonna be pissed.
Man, I just knew I was getting Nico back in my motherfucking Ashy the Classy League, bro.
Yeah,
I got him and CMC, and I got DK, and I'm 4-5 in that league. I'm like, all I need is one more week, and I get everybody back.
Yeah,
like come back to me, Nico.
Oh, bro, I had traded for McBride in that league. I got Monty, I got D-Rob, and I got CMC with Nico and DK. Oh my!
At least you got a pivot. If you could wait on Nico and go to D-Rob.
Oh fuck!
D-Rob's on Monday.
And they on Monday, bro. Oh, this shit hurts.
The reason I noticed is because I have Nico in a bunch of my lineups, and I have D-Rob as the pivot. So I'm just hoping.
I treated Nico like Puka, bro. Oh my mama, I don't give a fuck what my record was. I am not selling him for no motherfucking pennies on the dollar. Now I could just go on a tear right now once I get healthy, boy.
I know he needs to be healthy.
And then especially like to go through like we're about to go through the murderer's row of fucking bye weeks, right? And if we could be on the better side of these weeks, like a lot of these records are gonna flip flop. You know what I mean? That's why I love this year. It's so fun.
And you can tell, like you just said, about the bye weeks and with the range of points you are within the playoff teams too. That's a good gauge as well too. Like
yeah, I had a league last week. The one where I'm really hard because I just remember the DeMarcus Robinson mishap I was talking about.
The D-Rob, B-Rob.
Yeah, exactly. This motherfucker, bro, because they're right next to each other. Fuck me. So not only did anyways, this motherfucker, I went from 3rd to 9th because that's how tight that fucking league is. Like I was like, look.
Yeah, I'm in a league where like I think there's like 7 teams tied for 3rd place at 5 and 4. Like, what?
I love it. Let's go. I remember years ago. I think it was the 2021 year, the TFL. We had, and this is already in the 18 or the 17 week seasons. We had the 5 and 6 seed were 6 and 8, and everyone from 5 to 11 were 6 and 8. It was insane. It was a crazy race.
That's a hell of a year right there. That's a hell of a year.
Everyone was killing each other. It was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts.
All right, first and goal.
Shout out to me.
First and goal. It's a fake to Henry. Lamar keeps it like a selfish bastard. Goes down at the 5.
Wow.
It was the same play that they scored on. They just tried it to the other side. That they did the 2-point conversion on, but without all the mumbo jumbo before. They just ran it.
They say run the play without the mumbo.
Just give them the jumbo. Pause.
It's crazy though too, because when you're down there congested like that, you know what I mean? All that mumbo jumbo he was doing this shit, directing fools into calling or whatever, like everyone's tripping. You know, like, oh no.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what the fuck.
And the line's weird. When you're on defense, like that's a weird spot to position to be in. You feel like your back's up against the wall. Literally.
Right? Because it's super congested right there. Like,
and then everybody's just flying across your face. And if you don't jump on the right, route and something like if you're playing zone, right? And somebody doesn't do their assignment or the quarterback has too much time, they're going to score on you. They're going to score on you.
You know how everyone clowns like Seahawks for not running it in that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Right? But then no one gives props to Belichick. Because like when they talked to Malcolm Butler, right? He was like, well, we practiced that play all week. They said they were calling. I saw the look. I just jumped the route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In preparation, right?
That's all it was.
Hey, I got a league with Chase, and this motherfucker got 65 points.
Let's fucking go.
Chase said Z Money said he playing in the league. Dude got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase with 73 points.
Let's go,
dude. I have Jamar in the league.
I got a handful of Jamar Chase Burrow stacks in Dynasty. I fucking love it.
I got a stack
for life.
That shit crazy. I hope I ain't playing against. Oh, I'm playing against him in one league, but I got Joe Burrow as my quarterback, and the dude that I'm playing against got Jamar Chase. So we both got one player playing tonight, bro. That motherfucker Chase got 50 in that league. So everything.
Bonuses, B.
Bonuses, B. Oh my.
Zach Taylor, he's kind of unsung too, being one of the disciples. You know what I mean? Like from the lineage, right? He's
I got Burrow going in the SBI right now.
Nice.
Oh shit!
I'm playing against you, Bogart.
Hey, listen, I'm dead already. Good for you.
But I messed up. I played him in my QB flex spot instead of.
Oh, so you're telling me I have a chance? No,
I have Stafford in the other one, but no.
We don't have bonuses in the SBI, huh? It's just like solely savagery.
Yeah, you're dead. But put somebody in your flex, bro.
Yeah, I didn't have any tonight, so I didn't. You know what I mean? I don't know who to put.
Yeah, I'm playing Parker Washington.
Yeah, I'm gonna set my lineup, but when I looked over that one, I was like, I don't have any.
I'm playing Parker Washington unless Nico Collins or Jawan Jennings plays, or Sterling Shepard. Then I'm taking him out of the lineup.
He did nothing last week, right?
Parker Washington?
Yeah, did he do anything?
I don't know.
Because he's like a.
No, he had 3 catches on 6 targets for 41 yards.
Okay, decent-ish.
Yeah, not bad.
Right? Wasn't whackish. Either way,
versus Philly.
It's a good matchup. I mean, it is a good matchup as far as like because they give it up to.
Oh, because he'll get like the 3rd best coverage or something.
Yeah, well, they give it up to slot guys.
There you go.
Like
Lamar scrambling, jump pass, open, the bait man,
wow.
Touchdown.
They went. This was the bait man's drive right here.
The fucking bait man. Damn, man.
I know. Couldn't have been anybody else.
You know what's fucked up is I swear to God he's probably started against me.
I will take the Lamar Jackson points, however. Let me see. Where else do I got?
Nice jump pass.
I got Lamar Jackson with 48 points. Well, more points now. So he has a touchdown over Burrow, basically, as far as points go.
Let's go, bro. We're not done yet.
Playing over here.
Don't get sloppy now.
Vince Papale. Okay. Where else?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I had to throw it in there in the chat.
Oh no!
Bro,
and then you
bro,
should have
man.
facing Lamar and Bateman. Son of a what?
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, somebody's playing Bateman against me.
Dynasty, huh?
Dynasty.
Yeah, because that's the only way people have Bateman is those motherfuckers that fell for the bait 3 years ago.
And then everywhere else, Gesicki, 11 points. Flowers, only 7.9 points. Justice Hill, 3.2. Not really using Justice Hill because the game got competitive.
Yeah, it got the narrative.
But I'm surviving everywhere else. Like I'm playing against a bunch of guys that only have like 10, 12, 14 points in this game so far. So that's good.
Yes. The most prolific thing that
Mark Andrews has 18, so that's kind of tough.
Steamboat said this thing to me years ago, and it always stuck with me. It's probably it was way years ago. He said, it's like golf, really. You know what I mean? It's you versus the course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
That's a good way to look at that.
Instead of like looking across the way to my opponent's lineup and seeing like, oh, and like tinkering with shit on my side, just play the course. You know what I mean? It's the best thing that anyone ever said to me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because like I would be like, I'm fucking down 20 or I'm down 14. It might even be bad. I'm down 14. I'm playing Tyler Lockett. Like I used to always be my go-to, like
play Tyler
Lockett. This is like back in like 2015, even his rookie year. So he's only gonna get about 6 targets maximum, but he's gonna hit. He did though. Tyler Lockett fucked me up because Tyler Lockett made me play guys like pause first of all. But maybe rock with dudes like John Brown. Remember John Brown?
Yep.
John Brown for the Buffalo Bills.
Even before the Bills, when
he was in the Cardinals. Who else?
And the Cardinals, he would always ball, then die and be done because like
he'd like his season-ending injury type of soft tissue bullshit.
Yeah, it was like he has a calf, he's done.
Calf injury.
But they found out he has sickle cell.
Yeah,
he didn't have a severe like case of it, so he never had, like felt it his whole life. Then he started getting these injuries, and he's up in high elevation, right in Arizona. So they're like, because you get affected severely when you're in high elevation having sickle cell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happened to Ryan Clark 1 year too.
Mm-hmm. Tevin Coleman, when he 1 year the Falcons went in there and it was a big Devontae Freeman game, and then that was the end of Tevin Coleman because they were like, "Yo, Tevin's all fucked up." You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't risk it.
Yeah, he has sickle cell, to make it make sense. But yeah, because you go to them so downtown John Brown, pause. That was his nickname back in the day.
That's true though, but yeah.
But then when he got to Baltimore, he was at sea level, bro. It was on. You know what I mean? And then because he was Wacko Flacco too. Wacko Flacco was trending. This was Lamar Jackson's rookie year. So when they made the switch to Lamar, John Brown was dead. I was like, no. Because I had John Brown everywhere as like a flex, you know what I mean? Because he was just Wacko's gonna stretch the field, you know what I mean?
It was 2nd and 10, and they hit Burrow in the face mask, and they didn't call it.
Oh, come on.
Now he's incomplete on 3rd and 10. That's bringing up 4th and 10. 35-28, Baltimore with a lead, a minute and 36 seconds left in the game.
This is it. That was a face mask.
If you needed a call, that would have been the time.
Where was Jamar Chase crying about it for his guy right there?
Burrow didn't even complain. Like, if you didn't notice, he got hit in the face mask.
I love Burrow.
And it affected the throw, I feel.
Sagittarius.
I'll use this for White. Burrow dropping back 4th and 10 over the middle, caught right at the line.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. It seems like a favorable spot from the ref who's coming in. He's going to wave the chains and give them the first down without
a He's like, don't even fucking bring the chains. Let's go.
Overtime, baby.
I like this ref. He's like, it's close enough, man. Give it to them. That's a first down.
Bro, give me overtime.
So I think that was Yoshi Boss. Who's 80?
Facebook rocking, bro. I just went and checked the numbers on Facebook. That motherfucker said 1.3.
Let's hand it.
100%.
Facebook. What is this book of faces?
Hey, we trying to crack the algorithm anyway, every way we can. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in, that is tuned in, and that will tune in. If you can, do us a favor, man. Throw that motherfucking likes up on that motherfucking screen that you watching us on 100%, bro.
Hey, the like does the most out of all of them. The
100%.
comments too, but the like supposedly is what the YouTube gods say.
It gets us into these YouTube streets, man. 100%. We trying to play ball with everybody else in these YouTube streets because we is cooking up some dope content. You know what I mean? 100%.
Ballers.
Come on now. 100%.
They're reviewing it. Call on the field is a first down. It's within the 2 minutes, so the call came from upstairs, I guess, just to review.
Yeah, because they got to review I guess.
It's a first down, but it's like a questionable call to see if he caught it.
Neither.
I don't think they're reviewing the mark. They're reviewing if he caught it, because when he goes down, I mean, you can't tell from the camera angle.
God damn it, Dean Blandino, just give it to him.
I thought it was a catch the whole way. I mean, he tucks it.
You know what's crazy with Gemmo?
For sure.
Gemmo legit.
Seeing it.
Oh, the ball does hit the ground, but I think his arm is under it, and he maintains possession, so they're going to have to give him the first down.
Yes, bro.
You got to give him the first down in that case, I believe, with those rules, in place. But what the hell do I know? They gave Garrett Wilson that touchdown on Thursday night.
A shin is 2 feet.
I guess. But his knee was out of bounds, Sam.
They say it
is. Field stance. And the ruling on the field was an incomplete pass, too. That's what really got me there.
So they will have to challenge it, but there's no need to challenge it because they're going to review everything anyway.
Yeah, but then if it's ruled incomplete, then it has to be complete evidence that it was a catch. And as they keep showing the replay, you can see the ball bounce out of his a little bit when he goes down. But here go a replay right here. It might show.
Yeah, they gave it to him. And
but I'm saying in the replay I seen, it doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, no,
It hits the ground. It's
you
immediately
can see the ball coming out his his tricep right here. The
He
ball.
rolls, but I'm saying if the ball doesn't move and his arm is underneath, they'll still call it a catch, even if it hits the floor.
You know what? I don't even know what a catch is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to all my motherfucking Cowboy Nation in here.
Hey, yeah,
Des
I
Bryant,
was reaching for the goal line.
the Des Bryant Green Bay shit of my mama.
You know what's fucked up though? People don't remember the non-call of the Dallas in the division. I mean, in the wild card, it was Dallas, Detroit, and there was a crazy PI. Dallas had a PI, and the ref throws the flag. Then they all look at him. He picks the flag up.
Oh wow, it wasn't.
That shit was crazy.
It wasn't in the script for him to throw that.
Exactly.
Like,
but it was a clear PI. And then they're all hot. Jim Caldwell and all of them, they're all fucking hot. I think it was Jim Caldwell at the time. It was the head coach. They're all fucking hot about this shit.
Yeah, because that was Stafford and Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, pass interference. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Bengals moving forward here.
Yeah, move it. Let's go. Russia, the Russian mob wants it.
Oh, never mind. It's not a pass interference. It was a face mask.
Yeah, 15. Let's
15
go.
facts.
Keep it moving. Fuck you, Ravens. I hate you too. I remember 2012.
I do too, bro.
Well, the 2012 season. It was 2013. Good thing my girl was pregnant.
Yeah, I remember last year when they
I was like, at least I'm having another baby. At the time, I had quit cigarettes too, and I thought that was.
Hey, you can say what you want to say about Cap and Frank Gore that second half, boy. They put the team on their back, bro.
You know, I still regret that they didn't give it to Gore right there. The fucking tank, bro.
Facts.
Why didn't they give it to him down there? They threw 4 passing plays.
And they ran all the way down there, and then you still had Anthony Dixon. I ain't saying that, I ain't trying to take my boy Frank Gore out the game. You know, it's to you 100%. Anthony Dixon, it was a power motherfucking back down there too, though, 100%.
Burrow gets absolutely destroyed here on this
play. They wanted to make it look like they was gonna do that, though. That's the thing. And then, we're running. It was the pistol offense era, right? Us, the Seahawks. There was a gang of fools, fucking RG3. Everybody's running the pistol, right?
Watch this play, guys. Jamar Chase with a nice catch, but at the back end of it, Joe Burrow gets absolutely obliterated, high-low.
Oh, no.
They took his legs out. Lineman dives on his chest and falls completely on it. 15-yard penalty. He's fine.
Okay,
Joe Burrow's fine.
He's a tough son of a bitch. He
59 seconds.
Couldn't get him.
Ball's on the 12-yard line. A minute left.
Joe Pesci and what's bruh's name? They could not fucking get him. Murray.
Shotgun, Burrow, plenty of time, stands in the pocket. He's going to fire this one deep towards the back. That's pass interference. Wow, they didn't call it. Okay.
Call it.
Intended for Burton.
Hey, they gave him 15 tacked on to that big play.
Yep.
Let's go. Seconds left. I'm barely seeing the fucking. I'm waiting for Peacock's fucking. I can't wait.
My shit's so motherfucking far behind.
You're behind me, actually. Pause.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, we got trips to the bottom. One guy split up top, single back to the left of Burrow in the shotgun. He takes the snap, fires quickly over the middle, complete down to the 3-yard line to Chase. But there's a flag. Surprise, surprise, there's another flag.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh,
Surprise.
Y'all ever watch Dexter?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's see who the flags are. 50 seconds left in the game.
I have a beef with Dexter. Here's
What's
the thing.
that?
How the fuck could you just get away with it for 9 seasons? You know what I mean? Like, that was clearly like a 6-season show. You know what I mean? It's
What,
like,
Dexter?
Yeah, it just annoyed me how you just then got into framing other serial killers. Like, get the fuck.
Did they bring it back or some shit? I like how they just threw a wig on him.
No, they just started re-airing that shit back.
Oh, okay. I like how one episode they threw a wig on him and they just made it look like it was still him, but it was supposed to be him like when he was young.
Oh, it was the Clark Kent. It's not him, clearly.
Burrow with the shotgun. Chased out of the pocket, dumps it off to Chase Brown, who ducks and dives out of bounds, short of the first down marker. Third down, 42 seconds left in the game.
No, good football move.
He
But
didn't
die for that first and throw except fucking timeout.
Anybody
He
but
should've-
Chase, Jamar Chase. I need a throwing touchdown to anybody but Jamar.
I need it all.
Jamar done
Let's
got
do the
I'm covering the
flag
whole
color of
landscape.
the start face here, and then this one will be done.
Oh.
But it's rocking pretty well here. Got the chain on, got the smoke. Like I said, just do a little bit of a fleshy tone, and he'll be finished.
That's badass, man.
with the chain on.
That's
He
so
got
crazy.
the bling on.
You like painted that.
Touchdown, Joe Burrow.
Why was it
2
green?
touchdown 2, Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
No.
I needed all of it.
38 seconds left.
I needed all of it.
All right,
So
here
we
come
going
the big balls Bengals. They're going for 2 for the
Oh, no,
win.
why are you doing this? Just kick the fucking. No.
They are 2-point try because they've been moving the ball like crazy.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And the Bengals, and the Ravens, if they run the ball here, it's stupid. But now we have Joe Burrow under center. I don't like this. Okay, good. He checks out of it. He's in a shotgun. Oh, this is the play. They're pulling a Ravens here. This was the play all along. Motion by the tight end. Okay, now the motion back. He's checking out of that play. Oh, God.
Well, a timeout and then fucking goddamn just kick the field extra point.
Okay, they were probably trying to see if they could get the Ravens to jump off sides or something, or maybe see what the look is. Now they call the timeout. They may be taking the extra point.
I'm behind you, but I was like, I think this is what they're doing. I think this is what they're doing here.
Hey, look at this shit. This motherfucker got 77 points, bro.
Oh my Lord.
This is super flex dynasty. No quarterback. No kicker. No defense.
Oh, that's a hard start.
Nah, this the actually the classy.
Oh,
super
actually, classy. Oh, okay.
Crazy, dude.
Oh, is Renegade Chicago Renegade in there?
Nah, Renegade don't fuck with super flex. He in the actually.
Oh
classy.
yeah, that's right. He's in the freaking the single.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know why? He's like Bogart. He did the SBI for 2 years, and he was like, "Fuck that shit. 2 quarterbacks is stupid.
Yeah,
Don't do that in real life."
Probably not gonna win the best ball matchup this week if I play against
He's at the
Jamar.
top of the league in that league right now.
All right, they're still going for 2.
Top of the league.
Burrow fires. Oh no, incomplete, no flags.
Oh my
I
god,
like
that's
that
so
too,
stupid,
bro.
man.
Bengals. That could have been a penalty. They were all over him on that play. Could have pulled down the tight end. He was intended for Hudson.
Too, bro.
They call a timeout, so they say, "You know where we're going to? Tanner Hudson."
Techie's right in front of the official begging for a flag.
Why the fuck did he
I
go?
wanted overtime. You know what? The fantasy gods don't like greed. That would have been cool though. I don't.
Oh,
think
Gesicki got held. He was right. He got held. He couldn't even release for a route.
What the fuck, man? Never wanted to see the gritty.
The officials missed that one.
Oh,
That pass was a little high. Burrow could have probably put it on Hudson, but tough call there. He should have just kicked the extra point.
You know, I thought that was okay. I guess that's stupid for me to try to call that, right? Oh, hold on, they're gonna call a timeout here because they're gonna like fuck it. We're kicking an extra point. They're like, no, we need a better play.
It kind of looked like they ran this close to what they were going to run, just without all the motion.
Tanner fucking Hudson.
He caught a touchdown earlier. Here comes the onside.
And then also they did hold Gesicki as a fuck.
And they held Gesicki on the other side.
Yeah. I think this was
So
all.
I think that was Burrow's probably first read. It wasn't even Hudson. He kind of came off and said, "Okay, Hudson here." Now a timeout by the Ravens to see what they're going to do with the onside kick situation.
I like it. At least they're burning.
I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm just rooting for
With a
the
little bit of bump and run.
I don't see nothing wrong.
and then Shicey said, "I'm mad." 55.
Oh man, that ball went right off of Tanner Hudson's fingertips. It was literally like an inch or two
He's
too
not
high.
8 feet tall. I'm hella behind y'all. Pause. I'm barely seeing the fucking replays right now. But then fucking Gasicki was complaining about the. Let me refresh my shit.
Yeah, he was. Sold Shiesty with the Demon Slayer sword maker mask here.
Nice.
That's what that reminds me of.
Okay. I was gonna say Demon Slayer shit hard. I'm only aware of it because of my kids and shit.
Kimetsu no Yaiba? Yeah, I watch it. I've been watching the latest season. That's what I've been doing, binging that.
When I let him ride.
Harbaugh's hugging Justin Tucker saying, "You bitch. Don't you ever do that shit again."
Yeah, you fucked this up.
Yeah, because think about it. The Ravens went for 2 and they got it.
You ever got an
Had they not,
Yeah. Absolute shootout. Fucking
had they not, the Bengals would have kicked the extra point there and just won the game. And Lamar Jackson comes out to lose a yard or 2 for your fantasy team. Take a knee. They gotta get away. They gotta get rid of that shit, like deducting the yards on that.
Oh, blood.
I know. I don't understand. Oh, I guess like where you take the knee is a yard.
Yeah, you lose a yard, bro.
Or it's yards behind fucking the line. Right?
Cousin.
Oh, I gotta wash these brushes before the paint dries. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I like it. We got a nice little shootout on Monday night and then Thursday night to open up week 10. Awesome.
I'm hoping for a shootout Sunday night. It'd be great.
You'll talk.
Yeah,
it has the making
80 fucking points. What
the Christmas tree is up.
Is this how we about to start the holiday season off with motherfuckers going for 80s and shit like that, bro? That shit crazy.
That shit is crazy.
74-2 to 17-1, and that's off 2 motherfuckers.
Stay in the course.
I'm spanking.
He still needs his other players to. Damn, that's crazy though. Because in them type of leagues too, like 140 is like a good week. You know what I mean? Like a really good week.
100%.
120 is a good week.
Tino said Lamar locked in for that motherfucking MVP.
You ain't playing. Tino ain't playing, bro.
This motherfucker Chase and fucking Burrow went fucking yay tonight, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I got the Chase Burrow stacking a few of them super flex premium joints.
I got a question for you. So in that league where I got Chase with the 77.40, right? I also got Deontay Johnson starting in that league.
Oh no.
Not worry, bro. Do I got enough? Do I got a bit of a league?
Who was this Tyler? What was his name? Thailand something? What was the
Tyler Wallace.
Who the fuck is that, bro?
Who the fuck is Tyler Wallace?
Be Deontay Johnson. I started Deontay in one spot, bro. And I'm 5-4, and I'm not off to a good start right now. Week 10 in that league. Deontay Johnson goosed me 2 weeks in a row. But I'm so beat up in that league, I have to start him.
Hey, this motherfucker chased and made sure Deontay then scored 20 points on top of that 50 ball that chased and put up. So I might be all right. Fucking with this super flex shit though. This shit crazy. My mama.
Yeah, super flex, bro.
Shiesty said I'm beating somebody 102 to 18 off a Thursday night game.
Let's go beat them down. Hey, one of the 48 laws of power is not only defeat your enemy, but destroy them. Completely destroy them.
100%. Keep your feet on their neck.
This is war, baby.
What's up, cousin Kia?
The more I think about it, the more I like the Bengals' decision to just go for it.
Yeah, because that's, you know what? It's because it's not fantasy, right? It's reality. Like, fuck it, let's just win.
Yeah, let's win. Let's get out of here. Let's not, prolong the game to where there's injuries. You're on the road.
You're hot. You just move. You just march down the field. Keep the foot on the neck.
Right, yeah. Who knows if you would get another possession? Let's say you play for overtime, you lose the toss, and you never see the football again. Like, we had a chance to go for 2.
And it's crazy how the Ravens just with the game on. I know it's not the Super Bowl against the Niners, but just holding clearly.
But just remember too, though, the defense before because the Bengals scored within 2 minutes.
They were
So
holding Crabtree like
on the
crazy.
field, so you ain't getting no break going into overtime. If you do lose the toss, your defense was just on the field because it took your team only 2 minutes to score. 100%. So their defense probably wouldn't even rest up like that. Oh my mouth.
When they started that drive, where were they at? It was like 48 seconds or how many seconds?
That drive was mostly penalties by the Ravens secondary.
Yeah, I think they started at like 48 seconds or something like that.
So it was
They started with
38.
59 seconds.
There it is. And then he just marched down the field real fucking fast because of the penalty. The big play with the penalty. First of all, there was a face mask that they didn't call. Then they're like, "Oh, we're getting away with face masks." But then there was a thing they didn't get an unnecessary fucking.
And Peacock said he noticed something on the 2-point conversion where it could have went on the offensive, where it could have went on the Bengals.
Yeah, they held the shit out of Gesicki, bro. They was trying to stop the gritty, bro.
They held the fuck out of
Gesicki. Gritty Gesicki
on the line, like they held his pads and then like they flung him to the side. I was like, bro, he's trying to release for a route the whole time.
There it is. It was right in front of us. Mike, the shitty gritty Gesicki.
Facts. Oh my mama, bro.
That's the first gritty in the league.
But it's the best, though.
It's so bad, it's good.
It's so bad, it's good.
It's like a train wreck, bro. You can't look away.
Yeah, it just brings joy to everyone watching.
Hey,
it,
Bogey, you remember the shout out to the train wreck strain back in the day?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome
Yeah.
sativa.
Train wreck
And
was
it
great.
yielded when in my alleged grow up days, it was all Blue Dream and Trainwreck because they yielded like crazy. Obviously during those era, there was the opposite side of the spectrum with the Granddaddy Purples, right?
Yep, I fuck with Trainwreck.
Like the GDP, if you was gonna do that indoor, it took some tender loving care. You know what I mean? But like
time. When the Granddaddy early 2000s made his mark, and that's when I was making my heyday when I was doing what I was doing allegedly. It was the Orange Crush had took over the Purples.
The Orange Crush was crazy.
I'm here with like,
crushes.
I see this is how it always be, man, in my home league. I lose every week in my home league. All the guys I play die in there. Like I could be 7-0 or 9-0 or whatever, but if I lose in my home league, I don't care about anything.
It is with me, bro.
Yep.
That one could even the home. Okay, listen to this. We went on year 10. I deaded the home league because I was the commissioner. Nobody wanted to change nothing.
I got a theory too.
So, no one trades, and it was just like, yo, this is so whack. They didn't want to bump it up to more expensive than 100. You know what I mean?
Is your home league a dynasty league?
No, we had a keeper.
Not mine either.
Okay,
like half my home league was degenerates, but then the other half was like shuffled around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the top, there was always two shuffled around. My bad, I'm stuttering bastard right now. Because it was always a 12 team, but there was always two that we had to shuffle around. There would always be people coming back like they was there 2 years ago. Now they come back. I'm always like shuffling this 2 around to make it 12. No one wants to change nothing. Anytime I propose something, they got shut up, podcast guy. Like, you know what I mean? It just got annoying. I was like, man, fuck this league. Because that one too, it like, that one used to make me so mad, bro. Like, I would like remember like if I lost and I would look at the record and I'm like, this is what fucked me up. If I didn't not start such and such in week 4, and then, you know what I mean? Like those, you know what I mean? So
I got a question though.
Kind of liberating that I don't do that league no more.
So like with my theory with the home leagues is, and like how we take them losses a little bit more harder in our home leagues. Because it's like most of that shit be redraft, right? And with our dynasty shit, we get to play all year. Pause. You know what I mean? We get to make trades, all types of shit during all year. You know what I mean? So with the dynasty shit, that shit don't sleep. You know what I mean? Because in the offseason, you might be missing out on some players getting moved or some picks getting moved, shit like that. You know what I mean? So with them home leagues, man, that shit only for the 4 months. 100%, bro. So I'll be like, man, and then
you got motherfuckers just showing up in August, and they just, you know what I'm saying, and then it could be an online draft, so they just basically auto drafting manually, and then they talking shit.
Or like even when you do
I told you such and such was gonna blow, bro.
But look though,
you didn't say
so like like your Vegas shit. Your Vegas shit is an epic. It's a movie for the weekend. You know what I mean?
You ain't
So
lying.
you gotta wait not only the 4 months of the season to determine who the motherfucker is, and if you ain't that motherfucker, that shit hurt. Then you gotta wait a whole nother 7 months to get to motherfucking August and September.
Let me tell you about Steamboat Joe.
Man, this shit's so motherfucking crazy, bro. Oh,
Hey, so Steamboat Joe definitely set the bar high because he finally wins this home league, the Eastside League. This has been his league. He finally wins it, and in triumphant fashion, and he goes all out for the draft, right? Because he's the reigning champ. And I swear to God, because of his antics throughout the entire offseason and then during the draft, which is the whole fucking penthouse is flooded with diamonds. You know what I mean? Diamond Joe. He got his fucking captain hat on. He's iced out. You feel me?
He had Funko Pops of his cell phone.
He had Funko Pops of himself. He got fucking personal autograph. He has pictures of him everywhere. Personally autographed to league mates. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, first of all, no matter what, it's fuck him. Right, and you ask him, he said the same thing about me because that's fantasy. 100%. But while we're going about it, I'm like, okay, we got the homie Art, right? Shout out to Art.
Shout out to Art.
Hey, shout out to Art.
Yeah, Art from where was he?
Bob from accounting.
Bob from accounting. Anyways, right? So I said, ooh, okay, sign Arts. You can't spell fart without Art. And he got really mad about that when he read that. What? And I was like, yeah, I told him to write that. Fucking war. And like everyone is sharp as a motherfucker this year in that league. I famously call all of them idiots. They're all fucking idiots.
I met Art in Vegas last year.
And Steven and Johnson, because these guys are actually good, and Steamboat. But then the rest of them, like, they're all stupid. They're all guessing. You know what I mean? They're all guessing or guessing.
Shout out to my brody. I don't know you, man. That motherfucker said 800 down the drain. SMH Ravens defense collapsed under 2 minutes, basically ushered Cincinnati to the end zone. SMH -6. Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro. We saw the play. They looked like they were escorting Jamar Chase. Like, go ahead. We're going to protect you walking into the end zone both times.
Ravens suspect because of that defense. SMH Chase destroyed them boys 100%, bro.
Man,
all year though they've been giving up the Winchells though, bro.
Yeah, bro. You gotta tap in with our show. We'll let you know that this is one of that team, that secondary leads the league. 20 plus pass yard receptions.
That's the hobby.
When we were going into week 3, they had given up 23.
It might be really good on Christmas Day
yards
for a healthy Nico Collins.
They probably given up like 70 at this point. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't even looked at it.
My nigga said parlay Ravens -6 anytime TD Henry 200 plus 200 PYD Lamar 30 plus Dame 25 plus Bucks under 8.5 over 14 and man, my bad. Oh, he got it's missing with a little bit of basketball because he got Anthony Edwards
in there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mama.
Oh, he was hitting, bro.
Michael Jordan Jr.
Shout out to my nigga, man.
That's that dreaded backdoor cover right there. You know what I mean?
Tina says, I was at an Oakland A's game. We can't find parking. Pops out, opens the fence, gives homie from security $20, parked up front row. Real shit right there that happened 2 months ago.
Shout out to Art, man. Oh my mom.
Art is the man, bro.
You gotta act like you
belong. Out here in Sac. He's in South Sac.
Oh my mama. Cool. Shout out to Art.
I remember Art, he was like, hey, Bogey, when are you going to the airport? I said, when are you going? He said, I'm going 5:45. I said, fuck it, I'm going too. my flight was at 8:30, but I'm like, I'm so turned for like 2 days. I'm like, I'm just gonna go and make sure I'm there. You know what I mean?
With the first time I met Art, the first thing he ever told me is, hey man,
we're gonna take a shower.
Get a shower.
You know what I told him? Because listen, he walks, I walk him in the house, right? And I said, hey, he goes, hey, we're gonna take a shower. I said, bro, you can't take a shower in this motherfucker. And then in my peripheral, I see him walking down the hallway following you, holding towels.
I hooked him up, bro. I was like, here, you can come use our shower. Here's some towels.
And he came out hella fresh. He's like, yeah. But I mean, he had literally came off of work and then jumped on the plane, and you know what I mean? But I was like, bro, you can't shower here, bro. I'm like, you got a room, bro. You can stay here. I was like, that's a hard no. He did not listen to me.
No, he kept asking.
Yeah. Good for art.
I was like, I got you, bro. Don't worry. I got you.
You spell fart without art.
He was cool, man. He was cool.
Yeah, he's a savage for real. The first live draft I ever went in the East Side League, he was the only one really drinking some hard liquor. I was like, oh shit! And if we're drinking out of mugs because we didn't have no like actual like you know what I mean glasses. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I brought my own little 18 pack. We was just going. I had this shitty, like I was so shitty in that league for 3 years because it was my first super flex, let alone IDP. You know what I mean? And that shit, it was a whole different. I was fucked up. I was like, there's so many IDPs. I don't even think I drafted any in the first draft. I was like, bro, there's hella.
Tito's like, LOL, bro, you seen art? Dude's a tank. LOL, let that dude shower. It's for the group.
I even told him too. I was like, bro, what you stink? I was getting on. I was like, you just show up ads for a shower, huh? He's like,
he's a tall, big dude.
He's a big ass dude. You know what I mean?
So I was like, I don't want to see this guy sweating and then breaking into a sweat that's already been compounded with hours of travel.
In the COVID era.
In the COVID era?
Yeah. Yes, give the man a shower. Sanitize him. This fool took a shower for real though. Even at the Las Vegas joint. So we were all staying together, right? Like this is his domain too, right?
Okay, so, like, I'm just getting some Texans info. Hold on, I'm getting some Texans info. It's going to be for the show. We'll do it either tomorrow or Saturday, whenever I get a little bit of time.
Okay.
But it's just a 3.5 point spread, which is a lot less than it initially opened up at.
Oh, they got some info. They because Nico might be back.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, because without no Nico and with the way that they've been looking and shit, it would be at least a 4-point spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had it. I think it was at 5. It opened at 5, and now it's. Yeah, it opened at 5 at the beginning of the week, like on Sunday or Monday or whatever.
And you better put some respect on Big Freako, right?
And it dropped all the way to 3.5. So we'll see. They're still underdogs, right? But that's better. That's because the status is still uncertain, right? For
I like the Texans better as underdogs.
Me too. I always do. They usually play the weird thing about them is they always play
down the competition,
down or up to competition. So I'm expecting to see a better team this week. That and the Texans haven't lost 2 in a row all season.
D'Amico and even actually early on in the D'Amico. Oh no, have they lost 2 in a row in the D'Amico Ryans?
I'm not too sure if you go back to last year.
That's like a Shanahan trait. Like once they got going together, you know what I mean? Pause.
Yes.
But you know, life after Saleh, they never lost 2 in a row together. So,
yeah. And the defense has been really solid, even though, like I said, they're susceptible to some big plays here and there. They really keep them on the low, and they get turnovers. So the games they don't get turnovers is the games that they really lose. Like they didn't turn the Jets over at all.
I think it's the aggression with the pass rush too, right? That like
I mean, Will Anderson, that's going to help if he's going. But we get a couple other guys back, and I'll talk about it. But this is why I waited for this, because there's still speculation on Nico Collins, so it's hard to like put a game plan together for a show and be like, oh, we're gonna be enthusiastic about it either. Like I'm just gonna come out and be like, we're gonna get mollywopped is what I would have said yesterday, and I would have ended the show in like 15 minutes. So
as accurate as possible is what we want. So I'm
Yeah,
all
so
about it. Like,
for this particular week, especially because they had the mini bye week, right? I gave myself a mini bye.
yeah.
So.
Awesome. It's not like you're like, oh shit, fucking where the H-Town huddle going? It's supposed to be Wednesday, goddammit. it. Like,
Well, maybe somebody was waiting for it on their phone yesterday, and they're like, it feels weird tonight. What's going on? Missing something.
you know what, too, though, is like, even like the reason I even threw the Wednesday is because like we always did Playmakers Wednesday and you were always available Wednesday. So it was like, boom, you know what I mean? Just to, so it keeps like just the even flow. But yeah, when if like you find a time that works better, fuck it. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, this one's just particularly for this week because the injury news is so important this week. As far as how that goes, he figured he was trending he passed all the tests.
I don't even know what to do with like
that information. It's so weird. Like he ran at speeds above 20 miles an hour. Like he was fine. There was no setbacks. So what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't get. Okay, how about this? So we have Christian Harris, 1, because you can only have 8 on the IR, right?
Yeah, I could look all that stuff up right now, but like I said, I'll probably break it down in depth for
Green potentially, right? You had 2 guys. Oh yeah. We'll save it for the show.
Yeah, I was like, essentially, I can save it for the show here, but I also heard that we got Patterson back from the concussion. So we'll see who they play. When Aaron Wilson reported that he was back, he listed him as the center, which is weird because he hasn't been playing center.
Whoa.
It's been Hugh Scruggs. So he's like Texans center. Jared Patterson is back from concussion. So we'll see. And then the portions that are open to the media is just like individual like warm-up drills, like who's available and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they don't let them see the team practices at all. So we don't know what the line combination is or what it could be. Yeah, super freaking hush cryptic stuff. So I mean, if you're gonna do all this jazz and yank
you're the AFC
all week, then you better show out on Sunday night. That's like my take on it. If
Ricky Pearsall didn't publicly get shot, right? They would have kept that hush. They'd be like, well, it's like a flesh wound, like you know what I mean. I feel like, and then you also got a guy from the New England cloth. Right, your GM. So like, if there's ever a regime that'll play everything close to the best as possible, it's definitely the Texans.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at this. Is super weird. Watch. I'm gonna share the screen for their injury report. This isn't the dressed up one that I like to give. It's just the one off the site. But I mean, Kenyon Green is still here, listed among the active roster with his shoulder injury, and they're logging him as
due. They announced him as IR already, right?
He's supposed to be on the IR.
That's crazy.
Like what?
Because it could be because there's only a maximum of 8. So this what? But
last year they misused those bringing players back. So when they brought them back, they used them up, and they couldn't like let's say Tank Dell was available to play, and they made a deep run in the playoffs. They couldn't have brought him back.
Yeah, because
they had already done it with everybody.
But the one thing that kills me is like, how come he's not practicing, right?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's like, yo, is it they're not mandated to say if he tweaked anything because he's not active. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing.
Well, the report when Aaron Wilson said it, the phrasing was like he passed all the tests, everything looks good. It's not a matter of if, it's when he'll be activated.
Okay.
That was the last line in the tweet. So, and this was like on yesterday or day before, whenever we heard the news, right? So,
and I think
Wednesday.
Here's another thing. Yes, he's Nico, the big freako. But I think even him, they'll be like, all right.
You don't have to practice.
We're just going to exactly. Like even Puka, right?
Yeah.
Like Puka's like, all right, when you're good to go, you're good to go. He had like a day of practice.
Yeah, but this hurts right here. Look at that. Tank Dell, wide receiver 1, Robert Woods, wide receiver 2, Xavier Hutchinson, wide receiver 3. Like we need Nico Collins' name in here and make that look good.
That's what I'm saying. Make it official.
Yeah, Damian Pierce also like not practicing. I don't, stay healthy, my guy. Anyway, so we'll probably see a nice heavy dose of JJ Taylor, who actually, ran pretty hard and well in a little bit. Yeah, the little bit that we saw of him on Thursday night. So I'll get more into this when it comes out. There's a lot of interesting things I want to talk about with the lineman combination that I would go with. I mean, Kenyon Green is still listed right here. This is updated on Tuesday. He's still listed as the flipping starter right here as the left guard. So
what is his injury?
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense, right? So, yeah, I need to get a hold of their actual injured reserve list. Like, here's the injury report, right, that we were on, but it's not telling me who's on the injured list. I did see one that somebody flashed like online, and it still has Nico Collins down there. Obviously, he hasn't been officially lifted. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, and that's why we didn't have a Houston huddle yesterday.
Nah, this is gonna be a special edition. This is like one of them fucking must sees right here.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it makes it more interesting if it's going to be a 3-point or 3.5 point spread. Then on an island game on a Sunday night, you know, people are going to be watching. Then might as well get the information correct and let everybody know, especially if you're betting or you're planning to start any of these players. You know, right now. Well, you know, right now, since we're talking about it and we're on and we didn't have a show yesterday, I'd be having Tank Dell in my lineups as a flex or wide receiver 2 at least, because he's going to have wide receiver 1 targets. We saw last week versus the Jets in a very difficult matchup. He had 9 targets. So,
and even with Nico there, it would a potential shootout because
it'd be better.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to run on Detroit. Yeah, so
and that's the line I always say it. Mixon is the straw that stirs the Texans' offensive shake.
You ain't lying, because that was the emphasis that they wanted to. You know, it was like, I mean, Singletary just ended up being the guy last year, right? But they wanted, you know, Pierce with the zone, you know, because Pierce has a history of being like better in zone runs, and it just didn't work. You know, it just didn't work for him. For some reason.
Wasn't working, and now like I think he needed to be more just like boom, go, you know, and power through. Like he kind of did his think less and do more.
His size.
Did his freshman year, his rookie year.
Yeah, his rookie year, it was legit, right? Like he was like, they also were a team that wasn't trying to abandon the run when losing too. You know what I mean?
No, you needed to protect Davis Mills. I mean, you needed to stand upright the whole season.
You ain't lying. Hey, I love the Jets.
Mills was fine with going in there and doing like, 3 and out. Okay. Next one, like, I got to throw it one time, 3 and out. Okay, it's fine.
That was
next drive. It pulled a whole drive together and they scored. Okay, cool.
That was the Watson, whatchamacallit,
the Watson sit out.
Yeah, the healthy scratch here.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
That was and Watson.
Sergio Mix-a-Lot. Oh yeah, well, because he likes big butts and he cannot lie for Watson.
Likes touchdowns and stuff too.
No, but Watson though.
Oh yeah. I don't know. You said my hometown Lions balling though. Yeah, best team in the NFC for sure. Probably one of the best teams in the NFL. Would definitely be sweet to win the Super Bowl. I'm actually rooting for. That's my team on the NFC side, bro. So that's who I'd be cheering for. Even though you guys play us this week, I just want to see a good game and have a chance to at least maybe win it. But I don't pick my Texans because of the injuries right now. We're just kind of limping through. I think the Lions are the better team.
Yeah, and I rep the gang. But I've been saying for the whole year, like we don't have a championship caliber defense or a secondary or a special teams, and that's, you know, you got to be good on all phases and as good as a genius I think Shanahan is. It's just not our year, and I'd say even record wise shows that they're the second best team. You know, they've only lost to the Buccaneers, the Lions. You know what I mean?
Man,
second best team in the entire league record wise.
You know that the Bucks can like shoot it out with anybody. So, and then Tino says, "Is Will playing? That's all I need to know." I mean, as of right now, it's trending towards no. He had logged another did not practice, but that's another guy that probably doesn't need to practice or game plan. It's just test it out and go.
And they need him for this game too. But for him,
the reports haven't been as positive. I think I haven't really heard much. And then it's been some wild, random rumors on X or Twitter or whatever, and people were saying that it was a season-ending injury. So weird. And if that is the case, then it would make sense as to
why
some of their IR moves. They're the ones that they haven't made yet, which now is like, that's just scary to think about. So I don't want to think about it. I'll wait till Friday's practice report to speculate more.
I mean, there is some doctor shit here. If you know what, if I can hit the drop one more time. I'm a
Let
doctor.
me get back to the brands. I was on the comments real quick.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Here we go.
Okay.
And this is a Dr. Dabber.
Yes, look at that. Unofficial sponsor. So it could be because the inflammation. They gotta wait till maybe his inflammation is so bad that they can't, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Otherwise, it's like
Well, it's an ankle thing. So if anything, I'd be like probably one of them
it'd
ankle
be like something broken then or just
or a chip or something, right? But he was walking on it. He went out there for a couple plays and then he didn't come back in the second half. It's all to that damn cursed MetLife field. Burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I know, right?
Everybody gets hurt there, and it never fails when the Texans
Everyone
play.
in my 2029ers year, that fucking field. They all died in one swoop.
Anyways, we'll get to all that stuff when we do cover the H-Town Ho. I'm guessing either Friday night or Saturday afternoon, but I'll put it up with enough time. That way everybody sees it'll be upcoming for when it goes live or whatever. And then you can always catch the replay if you don't catch it live, because I know you guys are doing things over the weekend.
Listen, I'm not going to stress you. It's not just me. But this show is so important. Nico Collins and company. We need to know. So whenever the show comes, it was time.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if I do get any breaking news or anything like that, then I'll probably pull a fast one and go live within an hour or two of the news breaking. Everything's official, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'll get prepped. I like to have like slides and little graphs,
fantasy lines,
things of that nature. But if not, then we could just. I don't like to just wing the show. I kind of like to have a little format.
The bells and whistles are the shit. Let the art speak. You know what I mean?
For sure. But I guess on that note, we can put a bow on this one for tonight. And we have the Friday Wake Your Game Up tomorrow.
I'm a fucking doctor.
And we'll leave you guys with that, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out with the Playmakers tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow morning on Wake Your Game Up. Make sure you're following the Gen Wealth Network and hitting the like and subscribe so you catch all the cool shows.
Yes, 8:30 a.m. ish West Coast time. Wake your game up. Let's go.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.